And so you just stay alert, do your work, don't worry about the world going by. It doesn't mean that you can sit around and not do anything. You've got to get your butt in gear and do it. And don't take no for an answer. Translate those ideas to cinema or to a painting or to whatever, and figure out a way to get it done.
Camera thief, take pictures, run like the parallel stitches, attach my feet to the path I beat, teach myself to keep the answers brief, gnash my teeth like the last to feast, imagine me on that abandoned beach, sand and sea as if the jazz was free, I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline, direct attention to the craftsmanship, neglect to mention that the pastel stick like initials carved in the concrete, like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides, the scars healed in time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer, touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient, find a mate then make the migration. Break the rules but first break the rulers, and keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.
If that's not some good advice, I don't know what is. Check, check. Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me? I don't see my, oh, there it goes. I didn't see the bubble moving. How's everybody feeling? Thanks for the congratulations on the 3K. I am wise enough to know that you don't celebrate that shit until it gets a little bit over 3K. So we'll see. Once we get to 3,050, that's when we'll have the celebration and we'll have laughs and it won't be dramatic. We'll just do some fun stuff. Let's see. Sunnyside, thanks for being here. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. And if you could take a second to go ahead and share this out, let's fill up the room. Marlena, thank you so much for being here. And thanks for all the support as well, Marlena. You've been very kind. Thank you, Headstones and Headlines. Congrats on the 3K. I typed probably 4 times, thanks for being here. Please hit the like on the way in. And each time that I did it, I misspelled thanks like 4 times in a row. I'm deleting my own comments. Reality Wins, thanks for being here. A1, thank you for being here. All right, let's see here. Mischief all around me, thanks for being here. See, Brittany's team is here in full force. Thanks for the support, guys. I appreciate you all. Connor, thanks for being here. Coming in from Moons. Oh yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah, I saw she just ended. She was fired up today. Old Cluminati's up to her sloppy slopperstonness over there, huh? You guys know I don't talk about the Sebastian Rogers case very often, or actually I've been talking about it more often here recently, but that's because I feel grimy talking about it, but I'm really close to forming an opinion, and I'll share it with you guys once I come to my conclusions. But what I will say is these mofo's out here writing community posts and tweets to a missing child is just bizarre, and that's Cluminati writing an open letter to a missing child. I've never seen anything. Well, that's not true. Let's not exaggerate. That's one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my life. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say this as well. And I hope I don't offend anyone, but this is what my heart is telling me. It is so creepy that there are thousands of grown ass women out there that are fantasizing about a missing child returning home and to their home as though they're the caretaker of that child. They're fantasizing about having Sebastian Rogers as their own child. I mean, that's got to be some type of mental disorder. It's got to be, right? I mean, it makes no sense to me. I mean, it gets cringier every day. Every single day it gets cringier. Yeah, thanks for being here, Connor. Sunny Side, what's up? Gypsy Doll 14 caught alive. Whoop whoop. Thanks for being here. Joe, thanks for being here. Justice Jane, good evening. Happy holidays. Thanks for being here. And of course, like we were just saying, I just hit 3,000. So if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and do me a favor and do that. And if you would like to become a member, memberships are available as well. Just before the show, somebody sent me a strange number, a $4 Cash App, which I very much appreciate. I just you never know what someone does. Sometimes people send 7. That's interesting too. But this is just for Timmy. Seems he has a problem with me liking cheeseburgers. So looks like her name is I'll just say Melissa. Melissa's a pretty vague name. Thank you, Melissa, for the $4 super chat or Cash App. I'm sorry. And here's what I'm going to do with that $4.
Thank you kindly for the cheeseburgers.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. We'll get back in the chat here. I don't really have a plan today. Don't be mad at me. I just figure we can tie up some loose ends with this violent, drug-riddled Queen Bee over there. Just got a few things that I saw. I tried to watch last night. I tried to watch again today, but to be honest with you, it's so damn boring. Like it's the same thing over and over again. Just trying to claim that everybody's part of a green team and everybody's working with this side or that side. Listen, QB, I know you're not very smart, but I don't work with any side of anything. In fact, I don't tragedy pimp. I don't exploit and make money off of missing children the way you do all day long. I don't sit there and fantasize about, and entertain this idea that everyone in your chat and all these slobs on your panel that pretend fake nurses and shit like that, a bunch of nutcases. I don't have those people around. I don't live this fantasy world that you do. I just don't do it, nor will I ever do it. I mean, I'd rather go topless on a live stream for Cash Apps and super chats than sit there and discredit a family of a missing child. So you can choke on it. Yes, RIP Jimmy Carter. I should have edited that because I think the week of memorials for him, I think, are just ended yesterday or day before. But he is one of the most underrated presidents, in my opinion, and a humble peanut farmer. So blessed are the working class. Yvette, same thing, Yvette. Thanks so much for the support. You're always out there sharing my links and sharing my stuff. I very much appreciate it. And I heard you've been giving a hard time. I guess you're becoming popular with the dirtbags. They've been focusing on you, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm very happy you're here. Thanks for being here. Oh yes, there is also a cheeseburger emoji that I made for you guys as well. I haven't had a chance to see what it looks like, but I got rid of vanilla ice just for the time being. Angela's Clips and Giggles. Thanks for being here. I think I saw your community post about people jumping online first thing in the morning, all full of piss and vinegar, Angela. I agree. I couldn't do that first thing in the morning. In fact, I've got a routine for myself now. I would wake up and check notifications and check my email, but I've got my phone on the other side of the room now. When I wake up, I'm not doing anything until noon. Just because it's no way to start your day. Also, I've got something pretty fun planned for one of my upcoming lives. I'm compiling all of the threats against my life and egregious comments that has been occurring in the last couple months. Where do you get a load of this? I've gotten some emails. Unfortunately, some of those emails were forwarded to local law enforcement here, and they're going to be tracked. Some people are just straight up saying they're going to come and get me. For what? What are you going to come and get me for? Because I exposed that your crack bee over there is violent at home on the streets of wherever she lives in Shittsville and also here online. That's cool. That's cool. I would urge you not to pull up. Stay wherever you are. Save your gas money. Go get some therapy, or go over there and send her a super chat. I don't know why people get so bold. They think they can actually just make threats like that on an email. Like, easily a Gmail is traced. I mean, how stupid can you be? Same goes for you, Jamie. I mean, JP, you nasty creature of a human being. I know you live a pathetic, loveless life, JP, but that's got nothing to do with me. And nobody's stalking anybody's family. Stop it. How are you gonna say I'm stalking your family on Facebook, QB, if you got my whole family from Facebook photos on your community wall? You are a busted, pathetic human being. Angel of Light, thanks so much for being here. Reality Wins, what's up? Sunny Days. Nash24, welcome in. Sane, thanks for being here. Cool name. I'm sure people messed it up all the time. Curious, what's up? Hope you're well. Trooper's Mom, number 33. Let's go, Sinner. Hello, beautiful mods and sinners. Yes, thanks for being here. Narcos Clips, what up? I see you're fighting the good fight out there too, Narcos. F these people, for real. Esther, what's going on? How are you? Coco Pop 627, thanks for being here. Let's see here. Yeah, we lost David Lynch. That's a bummer. Funny story. I don't know if it was, what was it, 2000, somewhere between mid 2005, late 2004. No, it must have been 2005, springtime. Shoot, I can't remember. I'm an old man now, but I was a much younger man, running around Hollywood, having the time of my life out here in California. And I ran into this man, this gray-haired man sitting there smoking on a cigarette, and a big old sign, and he had a cow on a leash. I'd never seen anything like it. Of course, I'm from a big city. I'm from Pittsburgh, but it's nothing like Hollywood. It's nothing like Los Angeles. So I'd never seen a man in a suit, chain smoking and holding a cow on a leash. So of course I had to go over and talk to him. Well, that man was David Lynch. So I had the opportunity in real life to sit down with him. At the time, I did smoke cigarettes, so I sat down and had a cigarette with this man. I had no idea who he was. It wasn't until a few years later that I went to college and took some film classes, and then I realized who exactly I was sitting next to. Boy, I wish I would have taken a photo, but what can you do? Cookie Slammer, thanks for being here. Thanks for the support as always. Yeah, throw those lemons in the chat. Let's see here. I'm a little far behind in chat already because I talk too much. Megan L, AWBJ's team, thanks for being here and thanks for your support. Boy, they are really mad that I stick up for Brittany J when they pick on her, huh? I don't understand it. I mean, haven't you noticed that I stick up for people when they get picked on? I do it in real life. I do it online. If they don't like it, I don't really care. And I don't do it so it happens in return, because oftentimes it doesn't. And some people I've stood up for in the past, really bit me in the tuchus. But much the same way as like I try to help homeless people out when I can, and even inviting them into my home to shower, and that bit me in the tuchus. But I still help because those few people that are knuckleheads don't represent a whole, if that makes any sense. Just have to be on guard a little more and be careful. That's all. Tiny Trees, thanks for being here. Shaylee, thanks for being here. Thanks for always sharing all my stuff. Shaylee, I very much appreciate you. Grandma Sherry, thanks for being here. So yeah, this is going to be a little more mellow. I'm not all fired up today. I'm actually exhausted trying to pick apart all those lies. Here's how I can sum it up. Everything she says is a lie. I mean, the one little piece of her live stream yesterday that somebody sent to me that I found entertaining, she's, of course, wanders away from her live stream, and then she comes back, big ass mouth QB, and she's just like, "You'll never guess what just happened." She's trying to claim that the Sumner County investigator that's investigating Betty supposedly called her. Girl, stop lying to everybody. We know that didn't happen. We know you bought the cars with the legal fraud money. We know you're figured out. I mean, even the people that support you know that you're full of shit. They just do it because they're part of the, machine you got going on over there. You're pathetic. You're violent, and you're despicable. We all know it. Okay, yeah, I do have that clip, so maybe I'll show it. Let me get through here real quick. Green Banana, great name. Oh yeah, B-Tim, I heard you talking about your ignorance as far as lemons go. It is very odd to me, you little weirdo, that you know more about Chinese real estate than you do about the health benefits of lemons. But they are vast and great. What do we got here? Oh, thanks, Lisa. Lisa became a new member and bought a membership. That's so sweet of you. Thank you very much. Let's see here. I made something for new members here. Let's see if it'll play.
Welcome to the Lemon Grove.
Where's Cash at? Maybe Cash can tell you what the woman says at the end of that clip. I very much appreciate you, Lisa, and thanks as always for the support. So I guess it's risky supporting me. That's okay. No risk, no reward is what I say. What I do know for sure, that's something I'll address too. Nonsense. Don't let me forget that I got to talk about nonsense. She had a little self-righteous like 9-minute live yesterday that I was included in for some reason. I would respectfully ask her to just get off my nuts and stop talking about me. I don't talk about her. We don't like each other. We never did. But maybe we'll review that as well. What I do know for sure, nonsense, I'll just cut to the chase here. What we're not going to do is call me a liar, because I'm one of the only people around here that have the balls to say exactly what I feel at any given moment. Now, whether you respect that or not, whether you like my methods, I don't give a crap. I never did like you. You never did like me. Let's stop the pretense here. Now, some of your friends support my channel. They don't support everything I do, as we know. I think you're full of shit. I think you're self-righteous. I think you're condescending. And I mean, that's always been my opinion of you. I tried to be as respectful as possible, but you can't show the same grace. So you can kiss my ass. How's that? Richard, thanks for being here. Just Irish, if I didn't say hello already. Esther. Well, now I'm behind in chat. Just to be clear, because I know everyone's going to run over to nonsense and tell her, oh, Cinder's talking about you. Good. If she comes in here, just block her ass. I don't want riffraff like that over here. But what I will say is she called me a liar, because I know she in the past used voice changers, and she got way, way too involved in real life with the Dre McCray case. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. To be honest with you, it was a very complicated case, so I can't tell you the details just in a few minutes. You would have to have a whole live for it. Not my style. But I did misspeak about her, And I did apologize to her on a panel publicly. And it seemed to me that she accepted my apology. But I guess not. I guess she just put it in her pocket to use against me later. It's pathetic. It is 100% drama. She has almost nothing to offer this community except for her stink ass opinion while she's smashing scorpions. It's fucking weird. I don't know why people put up with it, but no thank you, ma'am. That's a hard pass. I'll make a deal with you. You leave me the fuck alone, I'll leave you the fuck alone. That's sort of like what I've been trying to do to begin with, but for some reason you think you're some authority figure. Like you're gonna dissuade me and ooh, no, thank you. Hey, Green, thanks for being here. We're being pretty good, Green. I don't have any new police reports to show if that's what you're asking. No body cams yet. But well, that's not going to be until the 23rd, and I think that's probably when I'll celebrate my 3,000 subscribers too. And I really appreciate you guys. 3,000 subs. I never expected to have 1,000 subs. To be quite honest with you, I never even intended on going live. I wasn't getting, I wasn't able to defend myself in chats and on other people's panels. So I had to, take control of the situation and go live for myself. Um, Not too shabby though. I mean, I think I had like 600 subscribers, 700 maybe the first time I went live, and that was in October. So October, November, December, 3.5 months, I made it to 3K. What that tells me though, and this is why old stink ass Rebecca over there is so fired up at me. She knows that more people are paying attention to how despicable she is, and that's real intimidating. She keeps making this claim that his channel's dying over there. No, it's not. No, it's not. Go on to Playboard. It's a website that tracks social media sites. Go on to Playboard and have a look at your own numbers. Your shit says downward trending. I mean, you have the amount of your subscribers that watch your channel in correlation to the amount of subscribers that you have is actually one of the most pathetic, the pathetic websites for sure. Um, I don't understand your message. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Um, okay, I see. I see. Making my way through the chat here. Sorry, guys, I got distracted. Trooper's mom, thanks for being here. Feeling fine on a Friday. Oh, yeah, it is Friday. The days of an artist sort of run together. That's another thing they hate about me. I, because what they do is they find out where people work and then they try to get them fired. They're already contacting my family all crazy. I mean, how despicable is that? But they're so mad because I'm self-employed. I mean, it really bothers them. And the fact that people are actually contributing financially to my channel, it makes their little simple minds just blow. I mean, that's one less dollar for them. It really upsets them. They want all the money. Sue, thanks for being here. Awesome. Liverpool. Sweet. Where are we here? Thank you, Angel of Light. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well, Green. Hope your channel's growing too. If we could share Green's, if my mods could just share everybody's link. What? What? I guess. Oh my God! Did you guys see that woman? That's over there. Just I don't want to say following the Sebastian Rogers case, but the woman, Julia, whatever her name is, talking to the friggin' cantaloupe. My goodness. There's a woman that talks to a cantaloupe. She's pretending the cantaloupe is one of the detectives. It was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's something you would see in a David Lynch film. What's up with that melon lady? Seriously. Sebastian Strong, amen. I mean, I don't get involved. I do. Just the last couple of days, I have formed a pretty bold opinion as to what may have occurred, and I think there are some obvious I think there is some obvious movement in the case. And I really hope for the best. I hope Sebastian finds his way home to his family, and I'm going to leave it at that until I hate to speculate about anything. I would say that it just seems like, and I've said this before, and it terrifies me that that young man is more valuable to YouTubers missing than he is if he was found. And that is a clear indication that what is happening here on YouTube is just absolutely wrong. And that's my official opinion. But I'm certainly not part of any team. I do have a friend with the last name Hong, but it's not the guy that's on Twitter causing all causing all this pain for the Hive. Um, I don't know anyone named Nick the Hat. Nobody's ever contacted me, and if they did, I'd probably tell you about it. Although I think I did get an email from Hong months back, but I could be wrong because I couldn't find it when I looked for it, and it wasn't to my public email; it was to my private email. So I don't know for sure. But you, they want to keep accusing me of being on a team, and it's just amazing. People like the Hivers, they're such turds that it's easier for them to believe that it's just one entity, one group of people that dislike them. But I hate to break it to you guys, but there's a lot of people independently and in small little clusters all over this neighborhood that can't stand you. I mean, that's just the facts. Says they definitely paid a writer. People who can't complete a sentence do not need to write letters. Just saying. I agree. It is a little bit ironic that you misspelled complete while criticizing others' writing, but that's life for you. What can you do? Compared to what all she has to said about his parents, it's like a split personality. I know. I mean, the shit that I'm seeing is completely wild. Um, I did hear some things, like some movement in the case last night, and I have no way to confirm any of it because so I'm gonna do what I've been doing and just being as patient as humanly possible and just waiting to see what the authorities have to say. It seems to me that the investigation's ramping up, and we'll probably have some news soon, hopefully. Let's get some peace for that family. Hey, AMAC, thanks for being here. If you're not subscribed to AMAC, please do so. It was a fun live earlier, AMAC. Needed something just laid back and mellow like that. It was good. Some good laughs. I haven't thought about those clear phones with the lights inside of it since since high school. $4 make you holler. Yeah, well, they say I do anything for $5, and well, it's not completely true. Hey, Brittany, thanks for being here. Sorry, I missed your last couple lives, Brittany. I've just been just wanted to turn it off, the whole thing. I mean, I've only popped into a few places. I popped in the beginning of your live yesterday, but then I went and ate dinner, and then once I finished dinner, I thought to myself, do I really even want to go on YouTube right now? And I just decided not to. But don't worry. They keep picking on you, and I'll keep sticking out for you, and they're just gonna lose their mind. I mean, let them lose their mind. It doesn't matter. I would stick up for any of you, and I would assume that you would do the same to me. I'm not with that pile on shit. Not at all. Never was. I don't know if you guys remember when I was sticking up for Gina Diamond. That kind of bit me in the butt. But when I want to see anybody getting picked on, it doesn't matter if they're the most beloved person in the community or if they're, if they're not liked by everybody. It doesn't matter to me. It's that simple. Disturbed. That's a very good way to put it. Definitely. Right now, I'm really behind in chat. Grandma Sherry, thanks so much for being here and thanks for modding for me. You're a champion. Tia, thanks for being here. I hope this is the real Tia. It's hard to tell nowadays. I saw your latest video. Very cool. If you're not subscribed to Tia, please do. Let's see. It says, Marlene, are you kidding me? Oh, they're talking there. Damn it, Sinner, those burgers look bomb right now. I'm a sucker for burgers too. Cheeseburger with bacon. Cookie Slammer, thanks for being here. Yvette's got the burgers in the chat. I'll put the vanilla ice back whenever when I get to the point where I'm gonna ice these cows out. It's gonna happen here soon. Julie Wesner, thanks for being here. And I wasn't talking about you, Julie, when I was talking about the woman talking to the melon. That shit, I don't even know who she is. I saw it on Lady K. I was popped into Lady K's and once watching her for a couple minutes, and that's where I saw the cantaloupe woman. Like, what the heck is going on there? BK, sir, glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Hope the horse are well. Miss O, thanks for being here. I want a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger. I don't know if you guys remember. I wasn't around. It's a little before my time, but I've definitely seen it, that old SNL sketch. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger. Hey, Moon, thanks for being here. If you're not subscribed to Moon, please do. Moon, they're still calling you racist. I thought I explained. I thought I explained that as eloquently as I could. I mean, I know you're not a racist. I don't kick it with racist. I don't support racist. And if I felt in the smallest way that that's what you were, I definitely wouldn't. You'd be blocked here, and I would not be over in your chat supporting you. Um, I don't use words like that, but I'm not a rapper. I don't, but I am from the inner city where that's, talking like that is very common. None of those people that I know that talk like that are racist. So, anyways, that's that. I thought I cleared that up already. But now, as a result of me supporting you, they're calling me racist, which is nothing is further from the truth. Hey, Megan M, thanks for being here. I'm not sure I've seen your name before, but welcome in. MAGA M, sorry. Mega M. Megam. Not MAGA, Megam. Thanks again, Lisa, for becoming a member. And I did have a handful of people become a member just before the live too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. The Lemon Grove is slowly growing. I think she was a nurse, to be honest. Oh my God. See, that's what I mean. There's so many people that claim to be nurses on here. Like that Slowena woman at the Hive. She said she was a nurse. Could you imagine? Mm-mm. What? Could you imagine if she was your nurse? Be pressing that emergency help button like Victor Salamonte. Ding, 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 ding. Topless. Oh, now I'm really behind in chat. No, seriously, I would rather put on a lemon costume and get a microphone and go downtown Sacramento and just interview people for you. I would do that well before I exploited a missing child case or whatever the other weird shit that they're doing. I mean, it's so weird. Yeah, am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking it's weird that all of these cringe ass hags are like sitting around wishing that this young man would come home to them? I mean, some of them even make statements like, "Well, if his parents don't want him, I'll take him." What do you mean you'll take him? That is so creepy, guys. I know I've said this before, but it seems to be ramping up. I'm seeing more and more and more of it. Like, oh man. And these same people don't even take care of their own families, and they're out here fantasizing about having a missing child come home to them. Like they can take better care of them. It's weird. Marlene, I'm not quite there yet. Diana Ramos, thank you for being here. Yes, R.I.P. Jimmy Carter. Again, one of our most underrated presidents. Sunflower, thanks so much for being here. Karma, what's up? Hey, Summer, there you are. Burger, burger, burger. That's what's up. Good to see you, Summer. I hope you're well. Says I'll join as soon as I get my check. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, I heard you're getting your first monetization check. Congratulations. You definitely earned it. You came in with a splash. Marlene is wild. I didn't know Marlena for shit before I stood up for Brittany, and turns out she's awesome. She's outspoken. very kind to me, always has a great sense of humor. I mean, time for In-N-Out Burger, yes. Double animal style. Yes, it's good to see Grain here. I'm glad you're here, Grain. All right, now I'm just a couple minutes behind. I like to go all the way through my greetings. One of my pet peeves is whenever a YouTube channel, any content provider like the Hive or any of them, and they take absolutely no time to take a minute and thank people for being there. They only read super chats. I trust me, when I get a super chat or a super sticker, I prioritize that because somebody's paying to have what they're saying read. But I don't only read those. That's so bizarre that you do that, that people do that. It makes me feel bad for all the people that just show up and support the channel every day, all day long with the thumbs up, and they're in there urging people to contribute to legal problems, but they never get a shout out because they're not just overtly paying. And you know, it kind of makes me sad. But it's Friday, so it's not sad Dave today. It's happy Dave. Hey, SoFlo, thanks for being here. Marlena says, I do get wild when I'm exhausted, more like delirious. Oh, yeah. I used to work overnights at a hotel and I would get off in the morning and I would just push through. Like if I would work overnight, I'd get off at 7 in the morning. And then the rest of if I didn't have to work again that day, sometimes I would just stay up and try to keep up with my friends. I would be the goofiest motherfucker by 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We'd go to the bar. It would take me 2 beers and I'd be goofy as hell. Hey, Nanny, thanks for being here. Awesome to have you as always. All right, all right. I'm trying to catch up in chat. Yeah, I'm starting to get some really, really nasty emails. People, um, geez, very graphically describing how they want to physically harm me. It's a bit unnerving, but I just want to let them know that they are threatening a United States Marine, and that's a clear sign of some type of instability. That's for sure. Um, uh, I also want to say to Rebecca Turner directly, you said that you filed police reports on me and charges are soon to come for me stalking your family. That's a damn lie. I mean, I know that because I contacted your police department and I have proof in case you're wondering. I did record the calls, although I can't share those because we both know Illinois is a one consent or a two party consent state. So I'm not going to get in trouble over your sloppy ass, that's for sure. But I document everything, just so you know. Hey, little Daisy. And you said 5 days, Rebecca. You said this week 5 days. So 5 days would make it Saturday. So I'm guessing next business day that would be Monday. But Monday's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I'll be around on Tuesday for some fictitious bullshit that's not going to come. But I'll be here just in case it does come. Those threats are dusty. I mean, you've been making the same threats against me for a half a year. None of it is true. Remember the lawyer thing when you said I was impersonating your lawyer? You made that shit up. Yeah, same thing. No one's knocking at my door. I'm not being served for anything because I'm not a violent criminal the way you are. See how that works? You have to break the law in order to be charged with a crime, you dumbass. I haven't broken the law. Although you have, you know, you'll see. You're going to learn about loss, Rebecca. I promise you. Hey, Glow, thanks for being here. I'm so sick of these people talking about you. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, it's getting so extreme now. They're calling me a pedo because what I did was show a police report that old Rebecca Boom Bots over there is violent in her own household, and I know that ruffles feathers. And what blows my mind is like it's more upsetting to people like nonsense that I showed that she's violent at home. She's more upset about who's saying it than what is being said. Like absolute destroying the messenger. Like it's ridiculous. So I just take, I take that kind of stuff. And for those people that said she didn't stick up for her friends the other day because a couple of her friends were in my chat, she definitely did. She definitely did. But she also said some weird shit like, once this is all said and done with, those differences will be worked out. So the difference, so QB talking about your friend's husband, that's going to be worked out later. And then she went on to say, but what sinner's doing is not going to be forgiven or whatever she said. I'm not looking for your forgiveness or acceptance. I mean, for real, I never was. If it was someone that I respected or even, had any inkling of interest in watching or listening to, then my feelings might be hurt a little bit. But it's you, nonsense. We never liked each other. I think you're trash. I think you're condescending. I mean, come on. But if you want a back and forth, we can do that too. I mean, it's up to you. I really don't care. You're not. It's not that important to me. But if it is to you, we can do it. Evil Queen, thanks so much for being here. All right, now I'm really behind. Flickery of Foot, Tracy Deline. Deline, thanks for being here. Hey. Oh, Sarah Lynn, thank you so much. Oh, Headstones and Headline became a new member. Thank you, Headstones, for your support. Sarah Lynn says you spend way too much time greeting the chat and getting behind the chat topic. But I know it is what it is. I like to say hello to people and then shit pops into my head. My bad. Thank you for this. Thank you for the super chat, though. It is true. I get behind, but anybody that watches my lives just knows that's what happens here. So let's see here. This is for Emmy.
Welcome to the Lemon Grove.
This one is for Sarah Lynn. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank 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 you.
All right, all right. BKSer said, you got to meet David Lynch. Holy cow. Literally, holy cow. I didn't know who he was. I mean, I honestly didn't know. He was promoting a film. How would I know? I was just, some snot-nosed kid from Pittsburgh. I had no idea who the guy was. He looked interesting, and boy, was I right. He was interesting. Thanks, Bella, for being here. All right. Okie Crime News, what's up? All right, I'm going to scoot ahead because now Sarah Lynn's got me self-conscious. They're so full of hate. I know. I could be full of piss and vinegar myself, but typically it's coming from a righteous place. Not always though. I can be just as nasty as the nastiest, but I'm trying to get better at that. And thankfully, now that I'm not at the bottom of a bottle, I have a much easier time controlling my potty mouth. Cash says Twin Peaks is excellent. My only comment tonight. Oh, yeah, I know they'll give you a hard time if you chat in here, huh, Cash? Dispatch Crystal, thanks for being here. They are obsessed with Britney. It's creepy as shit. Ashes to Ashes OG Center. The theme of My Kitchen is Lemons. Awesome. You can't go wrong with some yellow lemons. That's for dang sure. Trooper's mom said, I had the same experience 30 years ago on a bench in Nashville. It was Peter Frampton, but no cow. Oh, that's awesome. Peter Frampton, that's a big deal. They've criticized me for saying this, but I dated a rock star's daughter for a couple of years. But that was well after I'd been in California for a while. So it wasn't, the starstruck thing. But before that, like in Hollywood, I used to run around Hollywood trying to live in my best life. And I met Kid and Play. Turns out they weren't so nice in real life, but I guess people approach you every day. It gets annoying. But I did get a photo with them. And they played a big part of my high school life. Blue Velvet, Lost Highway. Yep, Laurel Canyon. Nini, thanks for being here. Zero Jules. And I'm sorry if I missed you guys. I do need to scoot ahead because Sarah Lynn has made me self-conscious about being behind. Hey, Juan ER, good to see you. I hope you're well. Does QB use a voice changer? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with her voice, to be honest with you. She sounds like a scallywag. She sounds like a pirate. Like not a good one. I would get that shit checked out. Stat. Hey, Truth Seeker, thanks for being here. I hope you're aware. Well, I know that's right. Wire fraud, IRS. Ooh, tax season is coming. Tax season is coming. Um, oh yeah, for those of you, yes, of course, Cash does what he wants. Cash, he what's the word? He cruises the streets of YouTube. He goes wherever he wants. I've known him. I've known Cash for a very long time, probably longer than I've known any of you guys. Again, when I say know him, I rubbed elbows with him in chats for many years. And there was a Discord. I was in Down the Rabbit Holes News' Discord for a while, and he's a staple in there. So um, I know he's over at the Hive too. It's okay. Shit, people from the Hive are welcome over here. Maybe they'll realize that their fearless leader is the big turd I say they are, you know. But Cash does what he wants to do. He's got friends over there. I don't like it, but I can't do nothing about it. I'm not going to talk bad on the man. Let's see here. It's a really cool name. Can I take a pause each time I read it? That way I don't mess it up. Flickery of Foot. All right, scooting along. This one's got red signs by it. Says, we need you, Brit, the lab, and possibly Savage to get together and to make impersonations. Please try to make that happen. That would be epic. I wanted to do something for New Year's, but it just never came to fruition. And I know you're listening, Becky. Fruition means like when something comes to bear. That's probably too complicated for you too. It's whenever you want something to happen and then it actually happens. That's what fruition is. See, look, I'm making your dumbass smarter, Becky, because Timmy isn't helping. Let's see, Cash in the Tree with Dave and Derek, my man. And it looks like I'm about 10 minutes behind. So let me scoot here. He was preaching about lemons. Yes, he's oh man, he's so dumb. Lemons offer a variety of health benefits, primarily due to their high vitamin C content, which boosts the immune system along with other antioxidants. Oh yeah, it's anti-inflammatory. It's great to ward off. Well, I'm not going to give medical advice, but there's a lot of great medical, physical benefits of lemons. But it's also not why I use a lemon as an avatar. They're useless. I swear they are so desperate. They're just really mad because I've reached 3,000 subscribers and they can see good people like you guys in here super chat me. It's just, they lose their mind. They lose their mind because they worship money and they're greedy. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Well, my, my chat just jumped ahead without my consent. Awesome. There we go. See, Lisa Lee says, Moon and Krama, Granny, Fruiton. Hey, Limey, thanks for being here. 3,000 subs. Thank you. We're allowed to use that hand signal again. That hand symbol is not for racist white people. That hand symbol means okay. Don't let them take that. Don't let them take that away. There was a comedy show down in Los Angeles one time, and there was a pretty cheaply made paper mache statue of Rodney Dangerfield, and he has the OK symbol up. And I watched this woman lose her mind and say that that was a white power symbol or some weird bullshit like that. Like, she was a full Karen. She needed to talk to the manager. She kind of looked like Brittany J. Or not Brittany J. Sorry, Brittany J. She could kind of look like J for Justice. You know, trust fundian rebel. You know, 50-year-old woman that acts like a college sophomore with dreadlocks that sits around and cackles all day long. Good Lord. How does that even happen? How does it even happen? Like, I don't know. J for Justice. She sounds like her feet stink. I mean, let's not even talk about how nasty the rest of her head, her scalp must be. But yeah. Trust Fundian rebels. I know plenty of people with dreadlocks, but it's strange to appropriate a culture and then call other people racist. I tell you that. She sounds like her feet stink, doesn't she? I can't even. I'm practicing. I haven't gotten her laughed on yet, but it's just it's the cringiest shit ever. I think Brittany J was talking about it too. The, there is no happiness in her laugh. Like it's the fakest shit ever. Like it's so weird. How does someone laugh and still not sound happy? I mean, how does that? That takes a lot of skill. And then you got white trash broke down radio over there, deep throating of whatever that was. Jeez, man, that's terrifying. Did you guys see that? White boy, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just started watching his channel like a month ago for the first time, and the one I tuned into, I agreed with some of the shit he was saying, so I sent him a super thanks. Like, how dumb am I? Here we are a month later, he's full out racist and he's deep throating or whatever that was. I will give you some advice though, bud. Um, Someone needs to teach you how to smile with your eyes because that crazy look you got in your eyes when you were trying to perform that act on that brush or that remote control or whatever that was, that shit was scary, man. Again, uh, someone needs to teach you how to smile with your eyes, bro. Do you love hey, do you love me? Valentine's impersonation would be good. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I was gonna do something with Mr. Nobody for New Year's Eve, but that never came about. That's partly my fault. I'm an asshole. I mean, I was supposed to get in touch with several people, and then I make a list of people I've got to email, and then I just forget the list. Like, so if you are trying to work with me, do some collaboration, or if you're trying to get a message to me, sometimes it might take you more than once to get through to me, and I apologize for that. Ugg slippers. Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. Mike's another example, much like Cash. Mike goes where he wants, does what he wants. I don't judge him. It says everyone has their right. Uh, everyone had their right to have their own thoughts on the cases. I hope everyone can come together and find Sebastian. We just have to stick to the facts and stop the hate. I can't disagree with that. I mean, unfortunately, the court of public opinion with this case was screwed from day one, in my opinion. Well, the first day that you know, they started picking sides. The second you saw BHB pick one side, and then you saw old Becky Boombots over there at the Hive pick another side, you knew what it was going to be. I knew exactly. We all knew what it was going to be, and it was a shame from the very get go. And now it's just a battle to see which side can make the most amount of money. You got grannies watching over there. I'm trying to figure out what this Rico thing is about, and I think I just about have it figured out. I am going to do a live stream on the grannies watching problem because let's face it, she is a problem. I mean, I can't even believe she gets away with the shit she does. But first, I wanted to get, I'm unlike them, so I like to do some research and figure out exactly what I'm talking about first. And let's be honest, this whole Rico thing is pretty not complicated, but it doesn't make very much sense. So uh, I've got a better understanding of it today than I ever have. So I'll be comfortable talking about that with you guys real soon. I have opinions about all of this stuff that's going on. Believe me, it's just I don't feel comfortable talking about it on aloud or publicly until I'm sure. I don't want to misspeak and then seem like a fool. Trust me, there's a couple of thousand fake nurses and hags over there eating gummy bears and getting high all day that are just pouncing, waiting to pounce on me at any misspeaking that I do. That's okay because I'm not all high, so I can remember what I'm saying. Limey says there are a few YouTube who know who I am in real life. I don't piss people off. I used to and never gave a fuck. These days I just chill. That's good. That's good. Yeah, there are people. Well, at this point, anybody who wants to know who I am, all they got to do is join Rebecca Turner's Discord or Queen Bee's Discord, and she has my whole docs in there. And along with photos of my family, and now they've taken to contacting my family. So they're really sick, and I am very much gonna hold Rebecca Turner accountable for all of this, but I'm not gonna do it on YouTube. I'm gonna do it in real life. And I mean legally before she makes herself a damn victim again. But I will be covering her upcoming case. I think it's Thursday. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Thursday, the 23rd of this month. Um, she's got yet another case for stalking and harassing and threatening a pregnant woman. Um, Terrible. Am I and nonsense? Am I allowed to talk about that, or are you going to ridicule me for that too? Listen, lady, I know you support the Hive. You always have. So you support the Hive. That's why I don't support you. It's really that simple. You've never liked me. And to be quite honest with you, I don't want people like you liking me. So we're good. We're good. The feeling is extremely mutual. Hey, Sally Mae. Oh, you didn't see. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'm not going to give him a view, but I'll show you Chronicles of the Shadies. Actually, I'll pull that up really quick. Yeah, it's outrageous. Outrageous, I tell you. And trigger warning. Um, let's see here. It's just the weirdest shit ever. Like, come on, brah, what are you doing? And then Shady posted some other weird video about, I guess, lockdown spent a lot of time in jail, but I'm not going to get into that too much. Um, let your imagination figure that one out. Let's see here. All right, you should be able to see that now. Just give it a go. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. I don't understand that completely. What he was trying to do, he's making fun of Josh from the lab, who's turned out to be one of the funniest guys. Like, again, someone that a lot of people told me, "Oh, Josh is this, Josh is that." I tuned in and I was just like, I don't fucking get it, man. This guy's funny. Of course, oftentimes when they start talking about the cases and stuff, I kind of ride out because I'd much rather watch funny Josh than him talk about serious shit. But I mean, what can you do? That's what they do. That's what their YouTube platforms are. You know, that's not what mine is. Um, I do plan on following. I plan on covering here on my channel the Idaho Hope 4 case because I followed that um, all the way from the beginning, so I know the ins and outs of it pretty well. Um, of course, I think Brian Koberger is they got him dead to rights, but we'll see. I don't. I do entertain some of the conspiracy stuff. It's kind of funny, the tunnels and all of that, but that's just fantasy. That's just pure entertainment. As far as being guilty, I think he's guilty of sin. Arlena says, "Yeah, he looks like he likes things in his mouth." It's just so weird, and just the anger on it, the anger in his eyes too when he's reenacting that shit. It's interesting. Um, Carol Sherry, how come you aren't friends with me anymore? Oh, Georgia, that is such a long story, and just something that's been covered to oblivion. I can sum it up. Queen Bee is a piece of shit. That sums it up. And Grandma Sherry is a delightful person. That's the moral of it. I mean, that's the long and short of it. Cash. Oh, Cash, I thought you said you were just going to leave one comment. Mm-hmm. Bollocks. Says, I mean, walk in her garage um, for a SIG pink Dodge M car in there. Ah, maybe you'll clear that up for me, Cash. Be real. Thanks for being here. Evil Queen. Now, every time I hear that song, I will think about him. Oh, that sucks. Oh, no, it sucks. Look, I'm digging a deeper hole. We'll share on my community tab later. Cool. Yeah, Cash, I asked you if you wanted that Sinead O'Connor painting I made, man. I told you you can have it. But then you have to dox yourself or set up a PO box so I can send it to you. Becky Boombox, yeah. Sally may say it's fake. Oh, see, now I'm behind, so I don't know what's fake. I want to see the pink car. Where's the pink car? Where's the pink car? I don't know. Also, I can't. Do you guys understand now that police report what my intent was and exactly what it was that I did? Because I wasn't stalking, harassing anyone's family. What I was showing is that Rebecca over there is not only violent and threatening here on YouTube, and not only like in the checkout line of her local stores, but in her own house as well. And I don't give two shits who gets upset by me saying that. That's just a fact. That's what it is. I mean, if you want to ignore that, it doesn't change the fact that it's true. Like if you ride with that and you're okay with that, go ahead. I understand. I fully understand good people being upset of my method of showing you all of that, but I still showed you that. So you're more worried about how I showed you than what I showed you. And that shit freaks me out. But it's all good. I know you have to protect your channels and you can't go against a channel with 20,000 big scary subscribers because then you might make a less few dollars or a few less dollars. That's fine. That just tells me that money is more important to you than actual victims of violent people in this world. And to me, that says a lot about you, you know. And it's not just nonsense. I mean, there are dozens of good people with good channels that are just, silence is consent type of deal. But that's okay. Um, you know, you can back that shit until it happens to you. That's what I'll say about that. Lammy says, yes, the Sebastian case is a total shit show from the grifters. It's fucking terrible. And to be honest, in so many more cases to cover. I know. I mean, I just saw a case of this poor girl was hit by a car. Oh, again, she wasn't a girl, she was a woman. This woman was hit by a car and recovering from her injuries. And part of the side effects of the accident that she was in is she just became incredibly trusting of people, so that of course she ended up in a wooded area, unalived, and there's video camera of her getting to her car. I mean, for a couple of weeks it was a mystery, but now they've gotten the guy. But why was nobody interested in that? I mean, they have to just cover children cases because they're the most, what's the word? I don't know, the most excitable. I mean, they can get people worked up. I mean, obviously, Queen Bee is collecting thousands of wretched women in her chat that sit there and fantasize about a missing children coming home to them. Like it's so, yeah. Hey, ladies, and I do use the word ladies as loosely as humanly possible. Hey, ladies, it's not your kid; it's a stranger. Stop acting like you're a better parent than anybody. Half of you people probably can't even see your own kids, and you're fucking fantasizing about Sebastian Rogers coming home to you. It's just sick. I mean, and that's all I'll say about that. If you do pray, I would suggest that you do pray that the young Sebastian is found safe and sound and brought back to his family, or if he returns to his family, whatever the case may be. Each week that goes on, though, I get a little less hopeful, and it's really starting to become bothersome. But we can't give up hope. Pass the gummies, please. Oh, you don't want the gummies from the Hive. They make them in a bathtub with gasoline. You want the good ones. Sinner, do you like Morbid? No. No. Morbid stalks my friends. So, uh, although, well, it's a complicated one because I love the idea of what Morbid was. He went too far. I'll be honest. Did he entertain me at times? You bet your ass. He certainly did. He went too far. He went too far when he put that girl's full address up, and she's not the friend that I'm talking about. But when he put what's her name? Shit, I can't remember her name. I haven't seen her around. But he put his the girl that came to visit him that he recorded her crying, that shit was way too far for me. And then when he put her home address up on the screen, that shit was just bonkers. I mean, the woman's a mother, and he's putting her home address up. He put her in physical danger, as far as I can tell. Had he not done that stuff, though, I love a good disruptor. I mean, in a lot of ways, I'm a disruptor as well. I don't pick sides, and I think I have no problem calling a lot of people, masses of people out for all doing the same thing. Even if it was a friend of mine, if they were doing that. Well, let's stop sharing that. We don't want to look at that the whole time. Sorry about that. So yeah, sorry for a long-winded answer. I definitely had problems with Morbid. If he didn't go to those extremes, I would definitely probably still watch him, because he was right about a lot of stuff. And it's the strange thing about Morbid, it seemed like he really did care about people, but then he would actually destroy other people. So I don't know, man. I'll put it this way, he seems like a very complicated man. And it seems like he was having some troubles himself, so sometimes that was difficult to watch. So I'm kind of neutral for Georgia, to be honest with you. If he comes back, which I'm sure he'll come back, I just hope he's more decent to people. That toxin shit is too far for me. Mamacita, thank you for being here. Where are we at? You can talk about whatever you want. It's called freedom of speech. We'll stop talking about them when they stop being tragedy pimps. You betcha. Yeah, I mean, no one's going to tell me what to talk about. Lucky for you guys and for the community as a whole, I do have limits as to what I'll say. Like people, it's just so nasty what they're trying to pull on me. For all I'm doing is showing you who Rebecca is. Like, if you don't want to look, then look away. If you want to ignore it, then go ahead. But don't start calling me saying that I'm stalking children and shit like that. Because, I mean, well, you can say that in chat anonymously, but when Rebecca Turner sits up on her panel and says it as fact, that's defamation. And she's been defaming me with bold defamation for many months. And all I do with that information is I record it, I take track, I send it to my lawyer, just like the rest of it. And whenever I'm ready to litigate, then I will. But she's on my schedule. That's the fun part. I'm not on her schedule. What she's trying to do, she knows that I've got a slam dunk defamation case against her. And what she's trying to do is try to get me to do something so crazy that nullifies what I've got on her. And I'll just lean in, Rebecca. It's not going to happen. You've already lost and you don't even know it. Estupido. Let's see, Yvette says in the state of Pennsylvania, they actually have a civil RICO state statute under law. Yes, they do. Yes, I have a pretty good understanding of this. And everybody just said forever that, oh, this is frivolous. It's never going to work. And then you got B Tim over there going, honestly, in my opinion, he's talking about anti-slaps. He doesn't even know what that is. I learned more from watching MK Ultra, or what does he call himself now? MK Investigates. I learned more about watching him live with 4 people in his chat at 4 o'clock in the morning than I do about watching 14 hours a day over at the Hive, because they don't tell you the truth. They just tell you their narrative. It's fucking bizarre. I mean, I guess in a lot of ways you could say that Brittany J's is on the other side of that, but at least I could have my opinion in Brittany J's chat if I want to. If you try that shit in the Hive, you just get shut down. I did hear someone say last night that it is now a criminal investigation, which I guess I've been hearing that rumor here and there anyways, but if that's true, then that's kind of scary, guys. We have to admit. But someone misspoke and said that running away in the state of Tennessee is not illegal. And I just picked up my phone and said, hey, Google, is running away in Tennessee illegal? And sure enough, it is. So like, we just have to do more due diligence to make sure what we're saying out here is true. If you're a minor and you run away in Tennessee, you could be put on juvenile probation. And if you keep running away, then you could be, sent to some kind of, youth program for runaways. So it is definitely illegal. So, but I don't think if the investigators are saying that this is now criminal, I really don't think that what they're talking about is him running away. But I don't know for sure. I'm waiting with bated breath to find out exactly what's going on. Sally Mae says weirdo. Is that 11? Thanks for being here. Yes, please sub up the Chronicles. Sorry I left that image on the screen for so long. My bad. Thank you. Next, thanks for being here. Now, is this the real one or is this another clone? Because I know Thank You Next sent me a message after my last live and it was the fake one. And I blocked that one. So did someone make another one? Is this really you? Thank You Next? I guess I have no way of knowing. My mods can have a look at that just to make sure. Booty Bandit. Well, yeah, look, if White Trash Breakdown Radio over there wants to is into the man love, that's not my business. A lot of my best friends are man on man couples. Um, that's not the problem. If you're deep throating a remote control on a live stream on a social media app, that's sort of a problem. I mean, that's not a normal thing to do. And it wasn't funny at all. What he was trying to do, he's trying to make fun of the proximity of Josh from the lab's microphone. But the funny thing is, white boy, it looks like you have a microphone there. Is that just a prop? Because I mean, your audio is complete trash. I mean, and you have a microphone. So you're making fun of Josh for his mic being too close to his mouth while your mic is too far away from your mouth. So I don't know, you criticized by deep throating your microphone in a remote control. That's just weird shit, man. Weird shit. Yes, please consider becoming a member if you're not. Yeah, sorry, this one's not as fiery as the other one, so we'll get into it a little bit here, but I didn't have much planned. Sometimes I don't even feel like coming on here at all, if you can believe that. Dislike this guy bad. Which one? Little old me? Oh yeah, this is my emergency burger fund, my Cash App. Like I said, thanks for that $4, Melissa, before the show. Shark eyes. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not far behind again. Oral fixation. Yeah, I could see that. It's usually the federal. It usually is federal at B real, but Pennsylvania is a unique state. It's definitely confusing it sometimes. I am a citizen of Pennsylvania, although I split my time, but that's where I vote. Pittsburgh. That's where I vote, and that's where I know the mailman. It's where I know all my neighbors. I'm out here in California just doing my painting stuff currently. I typically would be back in Pittsburgh already. Was supposed to be there before Christmas, but my plans changed, so I'm still sitting in the 64-degree weather for now. I've never forgot that. I think it was probably one of the funniest times I've seen on here. Oh, speaking of cases, did you did that link for Maya work? It did. It did. I'm looking into that too. And thank you. Yes, I actually might cover that case as well. No, it did work, Marlena. Thank you. He has that. He does, except he needs to learn. He needs to, like I said, he needs to teach himself how to smile with his eyes. When he says, "Oh, great heavens, I had to step away and I came back to this weirdo." My bad. I know everybody's already covered it to exhaustion, but it's just shocking to me when people do that shit. It's so weird, man. Like, honestly, the first thing I thought about, and I told one of my friends this, I was just like, I instantly thought of my grandfather and what he would say, because he was a rather conservative man, and so conservative, in fact, that he thought it was inappropriate for men to wear shorts. I mean, when he went to the grocery store, he wore a suit. And when I see men acting like as if they're not men, I always think about him. I could feel him rolling in his grave. What men have become in this current time. I mean, you got little bitch ass whiny little children, impotent man children like B Tim over there, who's got to be 10 years older than me, and he's just all he does is whine and honestly, in my opinion, man, I can't wait to show you guys what that little fink looks like. Rebecca lied on you, sinner. That had nothing to do with stalking your child. I know, but I mean, here's the thing: you can't unring a bell. So she's over there telling people that I'm doing things like that, and these people were so stupid and so convinced that she's honest that they actually believe her, and that's what makes it defamation. Because then you have people sending me death threats and threatening my family, and they're not just doing it here on YouTube. They're sending me emails with explicit detailed how they're going to do it. Some of those I'm going to share with you when I'm going to have a. I'm ripping Josh directly off. I'm ripping Josh up from the lab off completely, and I'm going to do like the Dear John letters, and I'm going to share. I can't share them all because some of them are part of police files, but I'm going to share some of what people have sent to me, and it's unnerving. Um, Again, I'm a United States Marine. I have weapons. I'll be able to defend myself if anybody tries anything crazy. Um, but my family's on one side of the country and I'm on the other side. So whenever they're contacting my family, that kind of bothers me. But all the appropriate steps are taken to make sure everybody remains safe. I assure you. But what Rebecca is doing over there is actually going to get somebody hurt. It definitely is. Everyone knows that, sinner, even the haters. They're twisting the narrative. I know, but nobody wants to hear that about themselves. I mean, I guess they're saying the same thing about you, Brittany, right? But it's different when you're a man, and the way they say it is crazy. Um, I don't know. It emboldens me. It makes me know that what I'm doing is right because they're doing everything they can to get rid of me. And unfortunately for them, and fortunately for me, uh, I'm able to, you know, eloquently explain to you what's going on. So they're loud stomping around and threats and this this is what it is. I realize what works for uh QB sloppy ass over there is just to create a lie and then just beat it like a drum. I mean, she beats these lives like the person in front of her in a checkout line, you know, and that's how she starts convincing people. She creates this mantra of like, so and so is this, so and so is this. So what I've learned that I can do, and I know some of you believe me, I'm getting the emails, you're tired of hearing about this bitch and I'm tired of talking about her. It's coming to an end pretty soon, I'll tell you that much. um, but I've learned that the only way to combat that is to, you know repeat the truth. Just repeat the truth over and over and over again. It seems like there's a real delay in people hearing things. I can tell you something today that's absolutely true, and then it'll be 2 weeks before most people understand or get it. So I'm tenacious. I'm being as brave as I can with the situation, and I'm going to continue to do exactly what I'm doing. When she lies about me, I'll correct it with the truth, and this will continue until she shuts her big sloppy fucking mouth. It's really that simple. But as far as the defamation and all of that, that's a done deal. She knows she's screwed on that. It's But what can you do? We'll cover her stalking and harassment and threatening case that she's got coming up here on the 23rd. I'm gonna cover that shit like I'm Brian Enton. Watch. It's gonna be so much fun. And I think on that day, it's Thursday the 23rd. I think on that day, assuming I don't get canceled between now and then, we'll go ahead and celebrate the 3K subscribers as well. But just early thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. It's letting me know that I am being heard and people are understanding more clearly who this person is. Um, I know some of those subscribers are just there for the drama, and that's cool too. Hopefully, I can, you know, quench your appetite for drama because it is dramatic, and it's really shitty. I totally agree. But yeah, I'm still waiting. She said I've been charged with stalking children because I feel that she's violent in her own house. She's a domestic violent person, and that's just been proven. So that's not against the law, Rebecca. Just so you know. So I don't know who you're intimidating or think you're intimidating, but you're not. Never have, never will. Just know that any one of them, or anyone, I just know any one of them done would have done the same thing if asked by dog, if thought differently about case and situation. Probably right, Mike. I understood what you were saying. All right, scooting ahead here. Harley Ryder, thanks for being here. Dare we put some blame on YouTuber for allowing some of the bullshit that these horrible YouTubers do? They do seem to care either because it is all about the bottom line. That's it, exactly, Harley Ryder. I mean, listen, I'm shocked at some of the good people that are speaking out against what I've done because it's like, what the fuck? You don't want to know that this person that's over here involving yourself with cases and criticizing parents of missing children, calling them violent, calling them pedos, that she has these same problems in her own house. And the way she reacts to the criticism of a police report with her fucking name on it, no children's name on it whatsoever, is that people are stalking her. She is the perpetrator pretending to be the victim. It's crazy. It reminds me of like this police chase that I saw, this crazy DUI police chase where this car was just flying wrong way down the middle of the highway and oncoming traffic, and then a bunch of cops behind this person. And then they finally crashed the car. And then somehow the woman that was driving the car was a fucking genius and was just like, he went that way. And she pretended to be the victim. Like, so the cops were like, hurried her over to the car, took her to safety, and then searched the woods for the guy that was supposedly driving the car. But it was that woman the whole time. I mean, they figured it out because of cameras along the way. But I mean, that's exactly what it is. She's pretending to be a victim when she's physically violent at home, on YouTube, and at her local grocery store. If you guys don't want to hear about that, that's not my problem. Oh yeah, Yvette, May Noodles, Mad Noodles, that's her name. That's in reference to way back when we were talking. Sorry, I'm far behind again. You guys are chatters, that's for sure. I swear I just fed my cat a half hour ago and he's meowing like he's never got fed. Anyone else's cat do that? I don't have a cat currently, but I think that's common amongst cats. I really do. Oh, cool. Always Street, A1 Street became new member. Thank you so much. And Grandma Sherry's been member for 2 months. Thanks a ton, Grandma Sherry. I'm glad that you're around. See what I got for you. I'll play a couple.
Thank you kindly for the cheeseburgers.
Thank you.
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 Yes, thank you kindly, guys. Zen says, I love you, Morbid. I hope my answer was, not too hard on the guy, but not too easy on the guy either. I mean, we all know he could be a knucklehead. I enjoy Morbid Gypsy coverage. She literally went to his trolls and talked and doxed him first. Oh yeah, I mean, oh, she did? See, I don't know all the details, but I know that putting someone's home address on YouTube in a malicious way is just a shitty thing to do. I mean, I have a public email and I've been beefing with these scumbags for so long that people send me the craziest shit. So if I just lost my nerve, I could just go and dox 30 people, but I would never do that. I don't give a shit where these people live. I'm not getting in my car for any of them. The only time I'm going to get in my car to go anywhere is whenever I go to Knox County, Illinois, and I go to court and sue Rebecca for all the nasty shit she's done to me. And hopefully you show up, little Timmy. Hopefully you're there. Lucia Williamson. Thank you, Gypsy. Thank you, Gypsy was like damn cat, and I just fed you, and you have a full bowl of kibble, spoiled. Yeah, cats seem to do that. Sunflower says morbid is misunderstood. It could be. I mean, he talks friends of mine, like, and I'm not talking about May Noodles. I'm talking about other people. So, Daydreamer, thanks for being here. I didn't know you before, but what I see is Avery is very honest. I'm thinking sincere man that calls it like he sees it. From wife of Vietnam, from wife of Vietnam Army vet. Oh, awesome! Thank you, Daydreamer. That's awesome. I've got nothing but love for my Vietnam guys. Uh, as you guys know, I'm a Marine Corps veteran myself. I befriended quite a few Vietnam veterans, and some of them I've been friends with for 18 years, and they just started talking to me about their experiences over there. So I'm special place in my heart for those guys for sure. They don't make them like that anymore, especially since they didn't ask to go. And then when they came home, they were spit upon by their own neighbors, you know. So nothing but love for those guys. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being an 18-year-old boy and having your number called? Like that's got to be. I mean, a lot of those guys were just nonviolent. They were just like, no, I'm not even. They don't even fist fight. You know, they might wrestle with their brother, and that's the extent of their violence. And then they got put into a jungle and forced to defend their lives with weapons. Like it's got to be terrifying. Gosh, as we all have narratives. Oh yeah, but there's only one. There's only see narratives are one thing, but that's separate from facts and misnomers. The fun thing about facts is lies don't affect them. And what I do is I share facts. And if anybody can disprove me, please go ahead and do so. I mean, it started with they call me a doxer. I still haven't doxed anyone. Like you heard me call JP Jamie at the beginning of this live stream. That's not a dox. It's she said her first name on her own channel on a live stream. So she's a bitch ass Jamie. It's really that simple. Um, as far as Heather goes over there, literally Davis fan, she's also one of my severe stalkers. Like she's obsessed with me. She's traveled to my hometown. She is the reason people like her, I should say, are the reason that restraining orders actually exist. Um, if you just listen to her talk, if you hear her voice, you'll understand exactly how crazy she actually is. And then she did a full background check on me and tried to use the few times I've been in trouble in the past against me. So I returned the favor. I found out exactly who that bitch was. And boy, oh boy, I've only shared a few things about that, but there's a lot. I mean, if you people knew who she was, you wouldn't be patting her on the back over there. There is a reason that QB strikes up a live stream, and the first thing she talks about is like, "Oh, make sure you go sub up to literally Davis fam because that bitch is just as nasty, bottom of the barrel, and fucking unstable and dangerous as Queen Bee is." And that's just a fact, Jack. Let's see. Dispatch Crystal says you can't get a juvenile's information from FOIA. Nope, sure can't. It doesn't even exist. Everything that I've FOIA'd and everything that's been emailed to me. Well, actually, I didn't. All the stuff that I've shared with you, none of that I FOIA'd myself. But I have since FOIA'd stuff because now she's saying that there are cases against me for stalking, and it's all a lie. It's none of it is true. There's no one knocking at my door, Rebecca. Stop telling that. Like, go try to intimidate somebody that it's gonna work on because it's never gonna work on me because you ain't shit. You're a liar. You're a fucking turd that sits on her ass all day long, every day, and exploits missing and deceased children. That's how you built your channel. And before that, you were a drug person. The DEA and the feds kicked in your door. So you weren't even good at that. You're not good at YouTube. You can't run your own channel. You can't run your own household. You're garbage. So, I mean, I understand why you don't like me because no one wants to hear about themselves. But I'm going to tell you about yourself, unfortunately for you, because you feel comfortable being a menace and threatening everyone else on YouTube. So you're not a victim. Don't even try it. No one's stalking your children. Stop saying that. It's fucking weird. It's weird that you go straight to that weird shit. Yes, I am blocked. Nope, you're not blocked. Mom of three little bears. I didn't see your comments at first round. I'm still not good at managing the chat. So no, we see you, mom of three little bears. Did you say something up there you wanted me to know? Yeah, I can't go all the way back up and look, but no, you're definitely not blocked. I'll have probably 35 people blocked, something like that. They're all from the Hive, every single one of them. YouTube is an a-hole. No, we see you. Please be respectful in chat. If you don't like someone or their actions, ignore them or block them. Yeah, if you see any problems, just block them. I'll go through the block list after this and have a look and see what happened. I don't have time for that. I find it very disturbing, distasteful when people look down at or talk bad about our veterans or any of our military. I know. Well, that's how like one of the first bullshit lies that they told about me at the Hive is that I'm guilty of stolen valor. What a dangerous thing to say to a United States Marine. I swear to God. Stolen valor. Like, do you know how serious of a charge that is? I mean, that's actually a criminal infraction. So, that's essentially the bare bones, definition of what defamation is: accusing someone of a crime or something that diminishes their character that's completely false, and that's what that was. But they also said I have domestic violence charges. Absolute lie. Absolute lie. It's just an irony of that. It's projection, because now we saw that police record. It shows that she's domestically violent. So of course, she wants to drag everyone down to her level. I'm a better person than her, and I don't often feel comfortable saying that about anyone, but in the case of her specifically, I know that I'm a better person than her. I don't ride around in my car with a cattle prod threatening people. Like, who does that? I just got him a different wet food. He loves it. You're gonna have a chubby cat now. You're gonna overfeed him. I love Chronicles of the Shady. She's such a sweetheart. And of course, QB said the craziest shit about Shady too. She said she may be a man and she may blah 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 blah. It's dangerous. It's absolutely dangerous. Oh yes, please sub up the Chronicles if you'd be so kind. I think she's at just over 5K. I know her Brittany calling for her. Let me look. Let me see here. She's at 5.42. So if everybody here subscribes, I think most of us probably are. Huh? Who am I kidding? Orion's doing a face palm. Cool. Chronicles of the Shady and Narcos are both really good. I agree. Totally. And of course, they're saying this weird shit about Narcos too. None of it's true. I made a joke that said, wait till you see the body cams. And I guess they interpreted that as I wanted to see video of children. No. If you read the police report that I showed, and it's still up on my channel, it's on my live stream. That's Hive Collapse Part 1. That's where it is, about, I don't know, 30 minutes into the live stream. But it clearly says that the police officer went there for a welfare check. This really was complexing to me too, because the cop went there for a welfare check on someone in her family, but the cop never actually put eyes on the person they had to check on. So I found that a little alarming. But it states that nobody came downstairs. The only person that should be on body cam would be Rebecca. And if there were any children in the video, of course I would redact that. But whatever. She'll learn. Mr. Nobody, what up? How's it going? We just can't do anything right. Let's see here. If you have an issue with another creator, take it up to their platform. Oh yeah. I guess I didn't see what's happening, but I'm guessing people are fucking with Brittany. That just seems to be the thing to do. Yeah, exactly. Take that shit to her channel or do it on your channel. I try to keep it neutral over here. Trust me, I don't support everyone that you guys in my chat support. You probably know that, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I probably support shit that you don't. but we can find common ground here and at least try to be decent to one another. That's all I ask. And I think we might actually learn shit from each other if we try to do it that way. No one else pulls that off. I mean, I noticed that Duchess, she covers missing people on her channel, and she's garnished that respect that people can be in her chat from, I don't know, different sides of whatever's going on, and most people remain respectful. And it would be cool if you guys would help me pull that off here as well. I know it's not easy. Bill Hicks was the man. See, Lucia Williams was born and raised in PA. Oh, cool. Awesome. Me too. As a matter of fact, I just Googled the house that I lived in as a child, and it looks like it's about falling apart, and there's a big ass Confederate flag hanging on the front of it. My heart damn near broke. But what can you do? Sinner, don't brag now about that 64 degrees. I'm freezing over here in North Carolina. I heard it's cold as heck over there right now. My bad. Am I a Steelers fan? I don't think I have a choice. I don't think I have a choice. Um, I don't think you can be a fan of any other team if you're from Pittsburgh. But they let me down again this year. That's okay. I still love my Steelers. I just have to pick a team. I think Detroit. I don't know. Maybe Los Angeles, the Chargers. I don't know. I'll watch. I no longer have a horse in the race. I used to say I no longer have a dog in the fight, or a dog in the fight, and then someone very very politely told me, like, listen to what you're saying. Like, you're talking about dog fighting. Like, and I was like, no, I'm not. And they're like, yeah, you are. And it's just like, oh shit, I guess I am. Ironically, the same person that taught me earlier in life that if someone says, hey, do you want to, let's just say, hey, you want to go, hey, Dave, you want to go grab some burgers? And I used to always say, yeah, I'm down with that. And they were like, no, 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 stop saying you're down. Say you're up for anything. Say you're up for that. And it basically, those little tricks that you use can actually improve your mood and the mood of the people around you. So, hey, Dave, you want to go get some burgers? Yeah, I'm up for that. It just it's subtle, but it actually does play quite a difference. Yes, thanks for everybody who is a member, and if you have a few extra bucks to become a member, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see here. Josh is funny as hell. Ivy League, flight nurse. Have you ever been to Morgantown, West Virginia? I was there for a short time. Oh, for sure. I used to go there for Pitt, um, West Virginia games all the time in high school. Yes. I was going to cake parties in Morgantown whenever I was 16, 17 years old. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that here, but yeah, definitely. I was ready for tax season. Not the Hive. My goodness, she's going to need to hire an accountant. My taxes are pretty simple. I used to be horrible at it, being that I'm self-employed and I have to like get receipts from purchases of my art. But to be quite honest, like I don't have receipts for every painting I sold. So now I have to. That's the most difficult part, is getting in touch with these people and getting a certified receipt worked out. But I'm getting better at it. I think this year I got it down pat. Um, Unfortunately, I didn't sell as many paintings as I did last year, partly because I've been occupying so much of my time here with you guys on YouTube. But it is what it is. I'm working back. I'm working hard to get back to having a good balance. I'm so bad with schedules and shit like that. I could stay up all night and then sleep all day if I want to. So if I'm not disciplined, it can go off the rails quickly. Thankfully, I like to get up early in the morning, so it forces me to bed. Dispatch Crystal says, I can't imagine sending out threats like that to someone on here. I send some emails to the ones I want to say thank you to, or something like that. Yeah, it's really bad, Dispatch. I mean, I guess you can have a throwaway Gmail for sure, but digital forensics is, as we know, all of us on here watch true crime cases. I think at least most of us. How do you think you're going to send an email threatening to end someone's life, like in the most graphic way, and get away with it? You're not, you know. And they're going to say, oh, he's calling the police and this and that. Well, yeah, because I need a paper trail just in case one of these maniacs show up to where I am or show up to where my family is in order to, you know, have a stronger case against them. Because the fact of the matter is, if someone's just having some type of mental break and comes to where I am to try to hurt me, that could be just a break, some type of mental break that causes them to do that. But if you send me 10 emails telling me 2 months in advance that you're going to do it, and then you show up, then your prison time is going to be much longer, and the penalties are going to be much more significant. So I have to keep track of, all of that as much as I can. Some of it's laughable. And some people just send me nudes too. Like I get my email is the weirdest fucking place on earth. I swear to God. And just bizarre. More dudes than women, as you can imagine, but it's still fucking weird. Uh, yes, I will do the Dear John letters. Some of it is just really funny. It's so funny when people go out of their way to leave a 2-page comment that tells me how irrelevant I am. It's just like, you just spend a whole hour of your life writing this shit. I mean, how can you prove that I'm any more relevant to you than that? I mean, geez. The bullying and hate has gotten out of control on YouTube. I agree. I thought Summer's case was bad, but the bullying in this case has gotten out of control. I agree with you, Be Real. I didn't really follow Summer Wells' case whatsoever for the very same reason I don't follow this case. Of course, I do now because, I mean, I can't avoid it. If I'm on YouTube and I'm hanging out with any of you people, any of you guys, I'm going to hear about it. So I've been avoiding forming any opinion, but I think I'm pretty close to sharing my opinion, although not just yet. Coco says, I'm glad I don't need to worry about taxes. It comes directly off your earnings here in the UK. I don't understand why they don't do that here. I really don't. I wish they did. You know what, guys? I have to use the bathroom really quick because I drank a giant cup of coffee just before I started. So I'll be back with you in just a minute. Let me put on. Here you go. Well, they're already saying that I have a male lover, so we'll just go ahead and play a poem.
I do find myself coming back to this quote by George Bernard Shaw. Let me see if I can remember it. He says, "This is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose considered by yourself as mighty, the being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and while I live, it is my privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It's a sort of splendid torch that I've got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations."
All right, I'm here. That was about as fast as humanly possible. I hope the QB's man goes after her for child support. Oh, I don't know. I gotta shy away from talking about that shit from now on. She'll pay for what she's doing. She did go to court for that shit on Monday and didn't go her way. So she's a miserable person, and couldn't have happened to a better person. I'll tell you that much. I'm far more interested in this upcoming case that she's threatening, harassing, stalking, and threatening a 29-year-old woman that just happens to be pregnant. I mean, that just goes to tell you the quality of her character. She's absolute trash. Her life is a hot mess. She's miserable and wants to try and cause misery for everyone else. I believe that to be true. It's a cold, loveless life that she leads. Let's see. Snowflow says, hopefully Blank Peen didn't send you a pic of his little ween. He likes to send that around to people on the tubes. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Blank Screen is not so scary. Once you find out who Blank Screen really is, like you wouldn't be intimidated by that. That person. I'll just say that. I was gonna say that guy, but I gotta correct myself. Haters gonna hate, hate, hate. Shake it off. I think she's talking about blank screen. She's a hypocrite. She showed Savage's family's photos with her address. She babysits those babies. She's a predator and a bully. Well, I mean, it's one thing to get mad at somebody and show their family. Like she has my family on her community wall right now, and for some reason, YouTube just won't take it down. Although she's trying to privacy strike my videos that have her information in it, and I've redacted anything, addresses, anything like that, and names. Um, No, Becky, that's not how this works. You're not the victim here. You're the perpetrator, like you have been your whole life. You're the one that commits the crime. You're the violent one. You're the one with the drug problems. And you just, what you do is you blame everyone else. I mean, for fuck's sake, she's been going at Brittany for supposedly being high and falling asleep and all this other shit. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. You fell asleep twice in one day, Rebecca, midday. Unbelievable. Well, one of them I think is still up, and then the other one has been taken down. You guys must have seen the video for falling asleep. If not, here, let me just play that for you right quick. It's another one of Shady's videos. Let me see, share screen, boom, boom. Unreal, like full out snoring. And then she blames her poor dog, like those poor animals, those birds just sitting there secondhand choking all day long. Let's see, it's this one.
Not a fucking clue. Plus size green hoodie. Oh, fuck. I see what you did there. Not the green hoodie.
Not the green hoodie. She's trying to get herself a green hoodie too. Okay. We see you. Hold on, my dogs are in here going off. Hold on, I'm gonna get dookie doo. You guys hear her snoring?
Yeah, I hear it.
She's like, she's over here going off. Hold on, I gotta move it.
Over here going off. You mean you're over there nodding off? The dogs aren't going off. You're nodding off. Let's keep it real there, Sleepy. Now, if I sit over here and say how many milligrams of dope and stuff that she's on, I'd be wrong for that, right? But that's what she does to other people. So, I mean, it's just bizarre. The ultimate hypocrite. I mean, I've never seen, and I've been, like I've told you guys, I've been to every state in this country, and I've been to like 13 other countries, and I've met a lot of assholes, but somehow she still takes the cake. Like she's still one of the worst women that I've ever encountered, even though it's online in my entire life. And B Tim is one of the weakest supposed men that I've ever encountered in my life. I mean, that says a lot because I've seen I don't know, 100,000 times more people than any of those scumbags that just sit on their ass all day long have seen. So sad for them. I mean, it really is pathetic. They don't travel. I mean, I heard Becky Boombots talking about going to Australia. You can't go to Australia. You can't go to Australia. You have to pass you can't be a felon and just cruise into a foreign country. You have to get a passport first. Old Becky doesn't understand what any of that means. She doesn't know that you need a passport to travel. She's not smart. Let me see. I'll show you the video that I made if I can find it right quick. How's everybody feeling out there, by the way? Sorry, I'm a little behind in chat. This is a little less organized than normal, simply because I didn't prepare. I figured I'd just pop on and talk my shit. Let's see. I think it was it a short video that I made? May have been a video. It's called No. Let's see. Let's see. I can't find it offhand. Let's see. Or is that one of the ones that she struck down a couple of my videos for privacy? The ones that made her look the worst. Those are the ones she got rid of, as you can imagine. Here, I'll play you an old one. Let's see here. Because I do realize a lot of my subscribers are relatively new to me. So let's see. Oh, actually, here it is. Let's see. Channel content, studio, share that shit. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Where'd it go? I'll show you this one. This is for I don't know how many months ago. It's from October. She was already defaming the shit out of me here. Let's have a gander. Whoa, whoa, never mind. No, can't show that. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I forgot that that song that was just playing right there got me demonetized last time, so I don't want to do that. Shit. I gotta pay closer attention on what I'm doing. Boom, boom, boom. Boy, that one almost got me. Dummy. Yeah. All right, most of these I can't show again during a live stream. I do want to find the one I was talking about, though. Let's see. I got videos on Dolly. I got a bunch of videos on BHB. For some reason, she thinks that it's just all about her. No, it's just been about her recently. This is a good one, though. Share that. This is a funny one. This is a more recent short. Hmm. Congratulations. All right, hold on a second. Let me get caught up in chat. So far behind. Hey, what's up, Willow? Everybody subscribe to Willow. If it plays for like 10 seconds or less, it's all right. Been there myself. Yeah, I almost shot myself in the foot right there. Yeah, got to be more careful with that shit. I just wish there was a way I could go to my videos and it opens up YouTube Studio. It's a shame it just won't open up my channel. Let's see. This is a funny one too. It's really funny whenever a little bitch ass Timmy sits over there and tries to he tries to talk shit on people, and almost every time he gets like the best shit talking session, like he's blasting and it's actually real effective. It every single time he does that, it sounds exactly like he's describing Queen Bee. It's fucking wild. Like he doesn't even realize it. So I take advantage of it and I clip it. Let's see.
I mean, obviously you're watching my live, Dave the little bitch. You're obviously watching. Go start your channel so you can use my back to get your views and stuff. Go ahead. Go start your channel. Get it started. My name, hashtag Queen Bee in every single video so you can get your views. That's the only way you're gonna get them, because nobody gives a flying fuck about what you got to say, little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not so offended. I mean, obviously you're watching my live, Dave the little bitch. You're obviously watching.
I don't know, but it seems like about 3,000 people care about what I'm saying there for Rebecca. And if you notice the date on that, it's October 21st, 2023. This woman has been on my nuts for over a year. It's crazy. Obsessed. Like I said before, I'm living rent free in that nasty head of hers in the penthouse suite, and it smells like regret and Newport cigarette butts. Lami says I got pulled off got pulled by the sniffer dogs in 2001 by the customs officers. They were so sure I was carrying weed. Nope, not at all. I smoked shitloads day before. That's funny. Yeah, I was stationed down in Oceanside, California, and I would go into Tijuana. I probably went to Tijuana 200 times. I mean, I went every single weekend just because you only had to be 18 to drink there. And I was a puppy. I was only 19 years old. So not too much fun in San Diego when you're only 20 unless you have a fake ID, and that's not my game. Like I didn't want to get in trouble because I was in the Marines. I didn't want to risk any of that. So I would just go to Mexico, and you're a full ass grown up at 18 in Mexico. So I had a blast. But on the way back, without fail, be hungover with a group of jarheads, like basically carrying each other back across the border, and they would always shake us down, always. Although when I went by myself, I would just flash my ID and they'd be like, "Go ahead." But now you need a passport to go, even to go to Tijuana. Hey, what's up, Troll Investigates? If you're not subbed up to Troll Investigates, oh, that reminds me. Forgotten Whispers did a review of Troll Investigates compilation. He has his channel, then he has a backup channel called Troll Farm. Please share those links if you could, Troll, so everybody can sub up to you. But I saw Forgot to Whisper. Didn't that woman change her name to Wisp B with like BEE, and then she got a bunch of everybody ridiculed her, so she changed it back? That's fucking funny. That is funny. Thank you so much, Beautiful Disaster, for becoming a member. I did not see that until this very second, and thanks for helping me out there. Let's see, what do I got for you?
BTM needs to, BTM is a little bitch.
He really is a little bitch. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Wispy over there tried to review. First of all, Wispy, you fucking suck at YouTube. Like seriously, pathetic. Like, why don't you just put a lemon on each one of your thumbnails, and at least some people will show up. In any case, she was trying to review Troll Investigates. He made a compilation video of all the shorts that he made. Really good stuff. But the allegations that she made against that guy, and she kept putting up a screen like there was something to be censored in his videos, and there is nothing. She was so far off the mark that it was alarming. But one of the allegations that she put out, that her scumbag ass chat put out, was that Troll Investigates is making my videos and sending them to me, and I'm posting them, implying that I don't make my own videos. Hey, Wispy, go fuck yourself, you loser. Like, fuck off. Like, I see the quality of your videos. So you're the last person to be talking about who makes videos for anybody, because you need to go to, what is that website, Fiverr, where you pay people to do shit for you. You need to get your ass over to Fiverr and see if you can get somebody to build some dignity for you, first of all, and then maybe you can get somebody to help you with your YouTube channel. But that's enough. That's all I have to say about her, and she'll have a whole fucking 5-hour live about it. Harley Ryder says, Sinner, are you filing? Sinner, I had a fling with a Marine in San Diego many years ago. I knew you sounded familiar. You know, you never know. You never know. Like I said, I was living my best life. That same weekend that I told you guys that I met David Lynch. Didn't know it was David Lynch, but I met the crazy guy with the cow. Now I know it was, months later I knew it was, or a year later I knew who it was. But that same night I got invited to a Christmas party in the Hollywood Hills, and I ended up sitting there with the Counting Crows. Walked in the house, and the whole Christmas tree was decorated with joints. Of course, I was in the Marines, so I couldn't smoke, but it was a pretty interesting experience. And that's when he was dating that chick from Friends. Thanks again, Beautiful Disaster, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. My membership base is growing every day. A couple of people become members, so I appreciate that. I'm making about the same. As far as how much money I'm making, I know everybody likes to keep that secret or whatever. It's not a lot of money, because YouTube takes a chunk of it. Unless you send a cash app, then you get it all. But YouTube takes 30%. So I'm making about as much as the sell of one painting a month, which is pretty awesome, you know. So I try to give you guys your money's worth. I did make sure after being beat up for a couple weeks about getting the custom badges and emojis, I made sure to get that done for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy those. If you have any ideas, or if any of my members like have an idea of what they want membership badges to look like instead of what they look like now, let me know. I'll change them. I'm not married to any of it, you know. I don't take it lightly. People sending me money, and I'm not going to be doing frivolous things with it. Most of it goes directly back into the channel. I did have an idea. Actually, it's not an original idea, just to be honest, but I saw it on TikTok. This this artist filmmaker got a bunch of disposable cameras and then got pen pals from all over the world, and he'd send the cameras out to, you know, these people that agreed to just, you know, those old cameras that you like click 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 and then snap and then click click click, you know what I mean. He sent them to many different countries. I think it was 20 cameras, and then he you know, got the people to take a full roll of film and then mail it back to him, and then he took all the photographs and made these amazing films. I would show you, but I'm sure that it's, you know, copyright thing here on YouTube. But if you look for it, you'll find it. It's the coolest thing. I'm considering doing something like that. I know there's a risk of being doxxed and stuff like that, so I'm not asking anyone in particular. There are a few people that I already know who they are and they know me, so I'll do it with people that I'm friendly with already. I'm not, because you know they're going to say, "Look, he's trying to dox people by getting their address." I don't want any of your fucking addresses unless we're already friends and we know who we are. Grain says, "Sunnyside, it won't make sense when he catches up." Oh yeah, sorry. All right, I'm just going to go ahead here. Evil Queen Yaya has been a member for 2 months. Fuck yeah, thanks, Evil Queen. Thank you very much.
Are we still live right now? Oh, trust me, I will definitely be FOIA in my police department, and any motherfucker that FOIA anything, I'm doing the same back to you. Just be prepared for that. And that's on everything I motherfucking love, okay? That's 10 toes, 12 or 10 fingers to 12 toes down, baby.
This bitch doesn't even know how many fingers and toes she has, y'all. She doesn't even know how many fingers and toes that she has on her body.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
You're a liar. All right. Yep, you're right. I get lost in chat. My bad. The fact is, I don't think I'm ever going to get better at it. I'd love to, but I'm not sure I will. Man, if you guys had any idea how much time I made making that burger video, though, it was not as easy as it looks. When did Wispy do that on Troll Investigates? I don't know. He could probably tell you better. The other night. I mean, she goes on really late at night. Lately, it's just the most sanctimonious, like, just her voice just makes my skin crawl. Like, you know, with all due respect to my Canadian brothers and sisters, that bitch misrepresents your whole country. Seriously, gosh, my goodness. Educated Opinion says, so earlier he said he can't wait to show Timmy B's picture, and I'm wondering when he's planning to share that. I'd love to put a face to that condescending woman bashing mouth of his. I just stick with me. I will. I first have to confirm that it's him, because I don't want to be the guy that doxes the wrong person. That's what they do. I'm 99.99% sure, but you know, you got to be 100% sure if you're going to do something like that. It must be a conspiracy. Oh, I know. That's same. I mean, it's the same people that go around that saying Cheese 69 is Narcos clips. Like, come on, you got to be kidding me. My God, how far behind am I? Missing 2 toes, P money shipping and handling fee. Oh my God. What is Cash up to? Oh, Cash is saying what's up to Marie. Yeah, I know. I mean, anybody that shows concern about Cash being in here, also being at the Hive, like I said, Cash and I have a much longer history than that. So he I respect him going wherever he wants. And, you know, if he wants to be a jerk over here, that's a different thing, but he doesn't do that. For you, me, all you'd like. Come here 10 toes down, you leave 10 toes up. Amen. Amen. See, if I say something like that, though, they're going to say, look, he's violent. He swears that he'll defend himself physically if he has to. That must mean he's violent, right? Fucking dolts. Seriously, I used to have I used to say who raised these people, but I don't say that anymore because it's not their fault. Hey, 13th. Good to see you. Hope you're well. B Real says it's been years ago when that cop pulled me over. The vehicle I had, the front windows didn't roll up, and the back only rolled down halfway. He had to smell it. Yeah, I've been busted with the Mary Jane a couple times. Well, fresh out of the Marines, I always had joints in my pockets, and I was living in California at the time, full time living in California. I lived in Santa Barbara, and I don't think a lot of people remember this, but herb was completely illegal in California for many years. So it was strange. It was a place where everyone had weed, but no one was legally allowed to have it, you know. And then finally, the medical stuff became legal, and then everybody just got their medical license for it. But that's something else that Wispy said. She said that I think that people that smoke Mary Jane are rug addicts. No, I don't. That's not what I said. I said if you're a piece of shit mother that sits around on your ass all day getting high, then I have no respect for you. That's what I said, Wispy. And when I was making reference to Queen Bee, the woman that you fucking desperately simp for every day. But it is pretty smart of you to do that, Wispy. I'll explain to you why. And here, I know you're going to have a 5-hour live about me anyways. At least I'll give you some substance to your garbage channel. The reason I know you're a slickster is because QB's already sitting on 2 strikes on her channel. And I don't know if you know about baseball, but it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're the fuck out. So she's real close to losing her channel anyway. She'll deny it, but I know it's true. So you are posturing yourself to get her people when she's no longer on YouTube. I know what you're doing. Same thing with Kathy P. I mean, I respect the hustle, but as human beings, I have no respect for you at all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sinner, did you ask someone who knows it is B Tim, if you know what I mean? I've been trying to find out Narcos. I think we have the same photo, Narcos, although they probably already assume that we talk in real life and we don't. I don't think we've even emailed each other maybe once or twice ever. I would love for somebody to what time is it? 7:35 Eastern. I'm a couple minutes behind. I would love if somebody can tell me if Bitter Pills is okay because I know their channel was struck off of YouTube. Um, from what I understand, they were struck and they just left because the person that was striking was just trying to find out who they were. But if anybody's friends with Bitter Pills, if you could just shoot me an email and let me know they're okay because I feel bad that that happened to them. I tried to help them as much as I could, but you know, this little piggy went to wee all the way to the chomp. Bravo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I would hope that you would be present enough in that moment to record it, Willow, because that would be a great video for your channel. Little Irish says, B Tim says if you doxed him, he'd buy a house next. I know he said he would buy a house next to me and record me all day long. The dude already thinks about me every time he has like Timmy time. Like that's already weird enough that he's playing with himself, daydreaming about me, daydreaming about my paintings and lemons and shit. Hey B Tim, I'm not that into you, bro, just so you know. I mean, that's creepy. Stop talking about my balls all the time. Por favor. It's a Simple Life says, hi, Sinner. I've been subbed and watched since day one. Awesome. Thank you so much. Not a chatter anymore unless I can't hold back. Curious, can I request a painting costume painting from you of my choice and topic? Costume panting from you. Costume Custom painting is what you're trying to say. Yes, of course you can. I have sold a couple paintings to my fellow YouTubers. Yes, absolutely. I'm best at portraits. That's what I've been working on recently, except I do smaller portraits under like 2 feet by 2 feet, but my big ass paintings are always more abstract. I'm trying to get away from making the figurative. Or I'm trying to get away from having the human form so much in my large paintings, but I can whip out a wicked portrait. But custom, yeah, just email me. It's a simple life. It's a simple life. Please do. I'd love to. That's how I make a living. I mean, if you really want to support me as a person, buy my paintings. Although I'm kind of weary of showing them on here because they're going to take them and make them their thumbnails and all this other shit. So I'll spend like 4 or 5 hours a day doing copyright strikes on these fucking scumbags, and that's not the life I want to live. But do email me. A silver fox. I do have a gray goat, no, salt and pepper goatee. So yes, I'm a silver fox. Grandbabies just left. They wore me out. Oh well, at least you can have a break now. It's probably bittersweet. I would talk about my own personal family, but I don't want to give them anything. But I know that some time with your grandbabies is special. Well, let's say, oh, talking to Grain, you know you're safe. Those who cross the line will play it by ear. October Skies, great name. Grandbaby lives an hour away. We always video chat. She just talks away. Well, an hour is pretty good. I mean, some people have, family halfway across the country. That's even tougher. Yes, if you need anything from me, and I'm really vigilant about keeping up with my emails. Most of you know that. Sometimes I miss one. If I do, just email me again. I'll get it. Kathy P is boring. Yeah, she kind of reminds me of Eeyore. Like, oh bother, oh bother. He's always so bummed out. The end up my dead end road just got a lot safer. Yeah, that's what's wild about whenever people were going to Betty's neighborhood, like, that Beer Can Island. Just yesterday, or a couple days ago, Beer Can Island over there in Queen Bee's chat. I was at the city council meeting describing what Betty was wearing and shit. Listen, you fucking stalker. Like, you people don't learn any lessons whatsoever. Like, it's so creepy. Beer Can Island's obsession, real life obsession with Bullhorn Betty is fucking freaky. Now, a lot of my best friends here on YouTube, you know, have covered Betty and criticized Betty for what she does. It is what it is. But to pull up at her house, that's a whole nother level of mental instability. Like, and get help as soon as possible. JP, you seem like you've got violent tendencies and deep-seated anger issues. And I wasn't joking when I said I would absolutely contribute and endorse anger therapy for you, anger management therapy. I know the divorce isn't going so well, and life sucks when you have to go to bed in a cold, lonely bed and you live a loveless life. But it doesn't mean you can take it out on other people. And you can't run around calling me a pedo for showing everybody that your friend is violent in her own home. That's not how this works, just so you know. Same thing goes for you, Heather. You know you are. You dirty bitches. Let's see. I think that's moderate consumption. I smoke an eighth a week. Yeah, that's not really a lot. And a gram of distilled THC rosin. No, it's not. That's not a lot. I mean, it depends. It depends on, like, do you buy it on Friday and it's gone by Sunday? Because that's a lot. But I mean, through a week, that's not an awful lot. Again, I lived down in Santa Barbara. I went to college there, and I lived in the little town neighbor in Santa Barbara called Isla Vista, and it was basically like, I mean, so much marijuana. It was outrageous. And some of my housemates and some of my best friends to this day, they still smoke. Like, was so much, so much. But they would never neglect their family to do so, if you get what I'm saying, Most of those guys that do that are bachelors. If you got a house full of kids to take care of, you can't be doing that. You can't smoke an ounce a week and still be a functioning adult, productive human being. especially if 14 hours of your day are online. Like, so how do you even prepare dinner? How do you clean your toilet? Oh wait, never mind. They don't clean their toilets. So anyways, I left a bar with a guy in the early 80s to get wild on the beach and ended up finding a bale of herb. Things got wild real quick. That's funny. I was at Coachella one time and I lost my stash of adult cigarettes, we'll call it. And I was pissed off. Of course, there was plenty around. There was no shortage, but I was just pissed that I lost my stash. And the end of the night, we rented this big fancy rental house with the swimming pool with the diving board and everything. And on the way out of there, we're all running back to the parking lot to try to beat traffic so we can get out of there quicker, get back to the house and party. And I stepped on something that felt like like a big sandwich in a clear plastic baggie. And I kept running, and as I must have ran 30 yards, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, that felt funny. What was that? So I ran back and looked, and sure enough, it was a nug the size of an NFL football in a plastic baggie. So I was set for the weekend. And so I just took it back to the house and chunked it down on the counter, and everybody just ripped pieces off it as they wanted it. So no, Wispy, I don't think responsible adults that, partake in smoking a J every once in a while, or, like Moon says, that seems reasonable. But what your friend does, the violent person that doxes and stalks and threatens everybody here on YouTube and in real life, the way she smokes is unhealthy because she's always in a cloud of smoke, and she's obviously neglecting her responsibilities as a person. So that's that. Kathy P is kind-hearted, a bit vulnerable due to that, perhaps. But again, oh yeah, but it's how kind-hearted could someone be if she's allowing a whole chat to run wild, calling someone who is not a pedo, Cash. So I mean, I'm gonna push back when I disagree with you, Cash. You know that. That's a crock of shit, man. I think maybe they can pretend that they're good people, and they can even pretend so well that they fool you, but they're not fooling me. Willow says, when I finally completely set up, I may make a pig. Dude, you should, man. Why not? I mean, I would. Okay, I mean, I spend enough time watching pigs, anyways. Why not watch yours? Yeah, I said it. Kathy P has become nasty. Was talking about BJ last night. Oh, really? Well, yeah, that's what they do. They take their lead from Rebecca, and everyone just piles on after that. Now, if Rebecca said, "Hey, don't mess with so and so," guess what they wouldn't do? They wouldn't mess with her because they're all falling in line because their channels are basically I just saw something about this. I think they call them orbits. She's the big stink ass planet, and they just orbit around her. I guess full disclosure, in a lot of ways, my channel's that way too. But I have a lot more to offer you guys than they do. That's just their whole extent of it is there to support again a violent, threatening person. So B Tim can't afford to live in California. Who's he? No, that's what he said. He said, and I have the means to do it too. Honestly, I have the means to do it too. In my opinion, you bitch. Dude, if you moved next door to me, I would beat the brakes off you every time I saw you. Would have to sneak out to take your trash out, you little bitch, and you know it. And that's a promise. I would chase you and you would run. And I'm faster than you. I already know that. So it would suck for you so bad to live next door to me. Stop saying that. You know you wouldn't do that, you little bitch. Um, but yeah, I hope there's some help for these little channels that are just yes manning all the nasty shit. Again, there's my email. B Real said I used to smoke an eighth, last me all week when I smoked. It's not legal here and I got tired of buying it. Yeah. They should make it federally legal just because of the tax benefits off of it. I mean, just look at what happened. Colorado was one of the first states, and they just got a bunch of new roads. Funny how that works. Bunch of new schools. I mean, all brand new schools and roads. I mean, billions of dollars in tax money. I know in California they tax the shit out of it. I swear it's a true story. We called it seaweed. It was funky to smoke. We sold it to my cousins in West Virginia. Oh, I missed the first part of that. Hey, Shanna, if I didn't say hello already, thanks for being here. QB is Bob Saget in Half Baked. Oh, don't say Bob Saget. I love that guy. But yeah, you're right. I don't do the port painting. I use brushes. A lot of people, I like it. I mean, I like to look at that stuff, and sometimes I go down the rabbit hole of people making that stuff. Um, I have a probably, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I don't think that's like real art. I don't know. It can be. It can be. For a long time, I didn't really think photography was art either because I'm like, the fucking machine's doing it for you. All you're doing is pushing a button. But I learned better. So Willow says, mine's about gray at this point. I feel it makes me look distinguished. Well, that as men, we're lucky, Willow. I mean, typically when we get older, we do most of us do end up looking more distinguished. It's a blessing, I guess. And we don't have to worry about menstruating. So then we're winning the situation. I'd like to get Green Bay Packers pick for my son. He collects sports memorabilia. He has some nice stuff. And let me know. There was someone else that tattooed mama. I was supposed to make something for her, but I haven't gotten around to it, but I'm going to. Trench bolt from Matilda. I have to look and see what the hell is trench bolt. You've said that before, and I'm just not familiar with Matilda. I don't have any young children, so I don't know. I don't watch those movies, but let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Trench bolt. Oh, it didn't work. Let's see Matilda. Oh my God. Let me pull this up really quick. Good Lord. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Although I think she's a little bit bigger than this woman is. Hi fan is cool. What's up, hi fan? Good to see you. Oh my God, you're not wrong. Let's see. Oh my God, you're right. Hold on a second. Let me share this shit. This is actually, you're right. I'm glad you told me that. Can you see that? It looks just like her. Holy crap. Pretty much the same shape too, except Miss Turner's got like a turtle shell curve in her back. Everyone, oh no, don't block Hive fan. They're cool. Unless they are already blocked, and I guess I can try to make an effort to unblock them. That does look like her. Marlena, you just won the day. You just won the live stream. Ding, 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 ding. Evil Queen Yaya. Okay, cool. They're unblocked now. It says Marie the Mana says congrats on 3,000. 3,000. Why doesn't she say it herself? What is going on with Marie? I just had some woman leave a comment today that was just like, please do not V-bomb center. No, Cash, they those things come in email, and I'm gonna start forwarding all that stuff to you. I have rules. You are jealous. No, they're cool. Leave them be. The trolls are fine. Let them. Yeah, that's. Let's just say that may or may not be Tim right there. Like I said, I wasn't gonna share his photo with you, but that might be him right there. Just so you know. Paul says Kathy P and Wispy both ride the fence for QB. Well, yeah, Nonsense does too. But I think they specifically Wispy has gone beyond riding the fence. I mean, they're full B. I mean, she's a full full piece of shit at this point. I mean, she was essentially saying that you were crazy and you were stalking, and all you're doing is being a clip channel. Like, what the fuck? The Hive rules, you were jealous. Yeah, you see that grill? I think that's Timmy right there, although I can't prove it. That's funny. Man, you guys chat a lot. Thank you for that. Herb illegal in the UK. If you people Spro can get it smoke anytime. It is completely fully illegal in the UK. That's crazy, man. How does it even make sense? I know for one of the main reasons, I'm sure most of you that even give it any consideration know this. The main reason that marijuana isn't legal federally is because well, one company, Budweiser. I mean, they petition and lobby against it becoming legal because the fact of the matter is, if marijuana becomes legal, then their sales are going to, I wouldn't say plummet because people that drink will probably drink, they'll just drink less. And that's just a fact. So, Jack Daniels, Budweiser, these big companies, and even the companies that don't produce the alcohol, the companies that distribute the alcohol, they also make a fortune on all those delivery fees. So it's against their interest financially to have marijuana be legal. But hopefully common sense will override cold-hearted capitalism eventually here, and we'll be able to just do what we want. I mean, it's a plant for fuck's sake. Yeah, how can you make a plant illegal? Like it never made sense to me. Rations, I will defend and explain every one of my words. I know you will. I respect that, man. You can't afford a trash bag. Yep, probably not. Well, I live behind 7-Eleven, so when they're not looking, I sneak into their supply closet and steal a bunch of high quality garbage bags there, bucko. I like nonsense since Kathy P. Affect me in. Oh no, you can like whoever you want. I think they're useless assholes. You know, it just nonsense's tone is too much for me. It's just incredibly condescending. She called me a liar yesterday. I It's not true. So nonsense doesn't like any of you. Neither did I think universe. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. Again, I'm way behind in chat. Awesome. FYI, gonna aim getting email to you within the next few days. No worries if you don't get right back. Not urgent. Okay, cool. I usually check it at least every other day. My sleep has been goofy lately, so I'll be checking messages at 2 in the morning sometimes. B-Tim likes to go back on old comments and argue about cases with me. It's under a different name, but I know it's him. Yeah, you're probably right. He slithers around. I know one of his alts was called Ski-Daddle. Sorry, I'm way behind. Yes, you were 100% QB. Wouldn't be approved for entry visa to Australia due to her criminal record. Hell no, she wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. Am I a Marxist? Clip that. Marxist. No, not a Marxist. No, sir. All right, I'm gonna draw the line probably at the baby doxer stuff, but like, be cool. Poppy plant's not too good though, but you have to actually touche, just Irish touche. I could tell you about I could tell you stories about United States Marines guarding poppy fields in Afghanistan if you want to hear that. Talk about a mind fuck. Think you're fighting a war? Nope. You're protecting a field of poison. That's a pretty strange thing. I'm curious as to why Marie says congrats on 3,000. Why doesn't she say it herself? Where's she at? I don't know. What do you think? Does that look like QB or what? It looks so much like her. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go back here. Oh, Marie had to leave. Okay, cool. My good, it's uncanny. It's uncanny. Hold on, am I sharing? I'm not sharing. Here we go. My goodness, Rebecca. We found you. Is this a dox? I mean, I didn't mean to show QB's face like this. Is this okay? Grr. Grr. It looks so much like her. It's crazy. Same dead eyes, bad nicotine stained, teeth. Just, you could tell in her temples, her brow is just full of regret. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Let's see. Cookie Slammer says B Tim is not man enough to ever show his face. He's a coward. He does hate women though. It's so weird. Like, and it's so again, like, it's strange that he always says how terrible I am to women. I know the women in my life enjoy being around me, my sisters and my friends. So I don't know. I have a feeling he doesn't spend a lot of time with like decent women. You know what I mean? He sits over there with really terrible, violent people that pretend to be nurses or whatever the fuck Rowena is. She's like, you wouldn't even know. I can't do it. I'm not gonna slander the great Southern accent, but she talks about you don't even know how many letters I have to have after my name. What the fuck? She's implying that she's some type of doctor or something. The only letters that are after your name, Rowena, are dumb bitch. How's that? Or stank ass, something like that. There's no PhD, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. Nobody at the Hive has a fucking PhD. There's no fucking way. There's just no way. Not in a million years. Queen Trench Bull. Bing bong. I think we're on to something. Oh, I'm definitely going to be using this woman in videos now. I never even saw her face before. It looks so much like Becky. Becky Boombots. Do they say felon down the side and it's spelled wrong? What kind of tattoos does she have on her face? I don't know. I just heard that she did. We'll find out. I have to go. The Hive is calling. Bye, losers. See you later, B Tim. See you later, buddy. My dad has a PhD. Does that count a bit? Nope, doesn't count at all because your dad would be too intelligent to hang out with such scumbags. See? I'm mostly just busting your chops there, Cash. You know that. But yeah, I don't know. If I were to say it, I'd probably say Kathy P is not as bad as Wispy is. Wispy's just selling her soul. It's strange as fuck. Um, I don't know. I just like more people. I like people that are more honest with themselves and the people that are around them. I like those people that are solo. People that have something to offer themselves just to themselves without having to depend on someone else. I don't know. I mean, that's the the kind things I would have to say about Morbid since we were talking about him earlier. There aren't too many people like him. Uh, he goes too far sometimes in my for me he goes too far sometimes, but at the same time no one stirred the pot like him. He I mean, he fucking interviewed Bullhorn Betty for fuck's sake. Like he didn't give a fuck. And I respect people that are stir the pot. I don't Nobody wants this homogenized everyone's the same bullshit. I mean, at least I don't. Not this guy. Let's see if we can find another one. That was pretty good. French bull. My goodness. I still don't know what it means to accept cookies. I just do it every time. I know it's going to destroy my devices eventually. Oh well. Can't win them all. Oh my God. Becky's house isn't that big though. She lives in a little shack of a house. Did you know Morbid has another channel covering Gypsy Rose? See, I don't. No, I didn't know that. I had no idea. I thought he was gone, but he's trying to make a comeback. Oh, interesting. People in YouTube chats are so damn feisty. I know. Feisty enough to call fucking strangers pedos just because they don't like them. That's pretty feisty. Immaculate Deception. Cool name. Even cooler knowing that you're from Pittsburgh, because we are, the home of the Immaculate Reception. I'll go grab your feckin' shine box. That's cool. You know what, Immaculate? There's quite a few Pittsburghers around here. A lot of them don't chat because they don't want to do battles with my ops or my enemies. But there are a lot of us actually, probably almost a dozen, at least a dozen subscribers, and a couple of my members are from Pittsburgh. A couple of people live out in Uniontown. A couple of people live down in Mon Valley. But yeah, we got a lot of local Southwestern PA people around here. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. You being from Pittsburgh, I usually keep an apartment in Shadyside or Bloomfield. I was supposed to be back there by Christmas, but it just didn't work out. Yvette says, yes, the U.S. Marines did guard poppy fields in Afghanistan. We had a bunch of friends that did that. Yeah, it's true. I can tell you, I know it's a fact. Pretty complex situation, if you ask me. All right, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to see that nonsense video? It looks like a lot of you are lovers of nonsense, so I don't want to ruffle your feathers, but what she's not going to do is just flat out call me a liar. She's like, he lied on me a bunch of times. That's a fucking lie. I said what I said about her. She corrected me. I apologized, and I thought that was the end of it. So now she wants to call me a liar because I'm calling out QB. No, ma'am. That's not how it's going to work. That's not how it's going to go here. Cash says, oh, for sure. Okay, let's look at it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I mean, I don't know why the fuck she's so mad at me. I mean, I do understand people are giving her, she's good friends with Duchess, and people are giving Duchess a hard time for being, in my channel. If people haven't figured out, Duchess is going to do whatever the shit hell she wants. She's a grown up. I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to leave Duchess out of it. She doesn't want anything to do with this shit. So that's that. I wanted to show you guys something else too before we go. Let me see. I wanted to show you, I don't know if you remember DJ Electra did sometime in my chat. She's showing me, or has showed me, how to do the live action avatar, because I do want to cam up, but I don't want images of my actual face floating around with balls on my head and all kinds of other weird shit. So there are these things that are called live action avatars. Have you ever heard of them? If not, I'm about to show you. This is how it looks. This is DJ Electra. She's the one that comes into my chat occasionally, and they have a show. It's called, or they have a channel called Pack Ride Studios. Looks like 1.69 thousand subscribers. I thought they had way more subscribers than that. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to that channel. This is the channel that made an Amazon wish list that was probably a $400,000 value. I mean, it was all the highest end video cameras, and it was a gag, of course, but it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And I don't think they'll strike me, but I'll just play a couple minutes of it so you guys can see how these live action avatars work. She's sitting at her computer at home. Her camera is on and pointing at her, and the camera and the program that she uses picks up on her facial details and turns her into a cartoon. and then animates what she does. That is to say, if she lifts her left arm, her character on screen lifts its left arm. So it's really one of the coolest things ever. There is, I guess, some downside. Sometimes it glitches out and will show who you are if you're not ready for that. But for the most part, it's pretty badass. Check it.
A woman's world when you can go up on stage and play your pussy flute to an adoring crowd.
Yeah.
Good job, ladies.
She does good.
Equality has really brought us something here with that. Fucking amazing.
These guys cover like Howard Stern people. It's actually really funny. I'm shocked that their subscribers are not 10,000. So if one of my mods could drop their link, please subscribe to them. Tell them I sent you.
I don't see you playing any instruments with your penis. I mean, can you?
There's no passage of gases through it.
It doesn't have to be a wind instrument.
A drum. Well, no. So, do you know how Howard Stern got kicked out or got his first FCC fine?
How?
He had a guy that came in, or I might be getting this wrong. Did it over the phone, I think, and he played the piano with his penis, and that got him his first fine from regular radio.
Okay, you get the idea, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. That's them right there. They do unboxing Eric. It's just really funny stuff, and just give you a quick idea what they do. The graphics they use, everything is just popping. I mean, it's right up my alley. I like it all so much. Where did you guys go? Oh, there we are. Hey, Immaculate Deception. Thank you so much. Get a permani sandwich next time you're here. Man, I can't wait. That's one of the first things I go to the one on the south side, though. I don't go to the original one. But yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Permani Brothers, it's one of the fucking most magical sandwiches on earth. Thank you so much for that 1999. Big money, big money. Thank you so much. Let's see. What should I play? Let's make fun of QB with this one real quick, and then I'll play a super chat song.
You're a fraud, a charlatan, and a rogue, sir. I think you are filth. I think you are scum. You are a degenerate.
You are a degenerate.
Thank you.
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 Appreciated. And yeah, not only is it appreciated because $20 that's a significant amount of money, so it's very generous of you, and it also makes my haters so mad. So mad. It's so weird that somebody that's grifted like $200,000 in the last 18 months off of YouTube is pocket watching little old me. Meanwhile, Timmy's over there like honestly, he's just a homeless weirdo. He's a loser. Bizarre. What did you guys think of that live action Avatar? Is that what you mean by bizarre? Is that what you're talking about being bizarre? I think so. I think it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool too. If you're not subscribed to them though, they do get a little bit raunchy. It's fun. It's funny. See, I was listening to Man Cow when the plane hits. I'm not familiar. Let's see. Samsung News reports Supreme Court held up a law. As of Sunday, TikTok is scheduled to be removed. I know they keep saying that beautiful disaster, but I'm not going to believe it until it's gone. I know there's what did someone just told me yesterday? There's a new app that's almost identical. Everything works the same. It's called like Lemon 8. The irony of being lemon. I'm not going to use that shit. But there's another one called Red Wave or some shit. I don't know. I never use any of those apps. I honestly thought they were for kids. I didn't know that adults use TikTok. I thought it was for like makeup, dancing and makeup. I mean, if that tells you how out of touch I am. People told in chat room What people told in chat room about happening. Many Americans just awake and was breaking news midday UK. Dial-up days. Oh, damn it. I missed the beginning of that conversation. Emmy says someone will buy it. Someone already has offered. Oh, yeah. Well, didn't they try to have it bought out by an American company to keep it? But I mean, won't be able to access it via VPN. I'm not tech savvy. I have no idea. I'm not tech savvy either, unfortunately. So they're really removing TikTok. I mean, they've been saying it for so long that it's almost like, let's see, is TikTok gone? Let's see what the Google says. 41 minutes ago. Let me share this with you. I have no loyalty to CNN. It's just the first article that came up, so don't judge. The Supreme Court ruled Friday that a controversial ban on TikTok may take effect this weekend, rejecting an appeal from the popular app's owner that claimed the ban violated the First Amendment. Well, it's not an American company, so they don't have the luxury of the rights of the First Amendment, do they? I don't know. Let's see. The court handed down an unsigned opinion, and there were no noted dissents. Okay, so that pretty much seals the deal. The decision, which followed warnings from the Biden administration that the app posed a grave national security threat because of its ties to China. Well, see, this part doesn't make sense to me. Of course, fucking China is collecting data from us from these apps, right? There's no question about that. But all of our phones come from, I guess most of them come from Korea, right? But iPhones come from China. What the hell? CNN, I am not signing up for anything. Shut the front door. You know what I mean? Like if I know Samsung is a Korean company, but iPhones come from China, right? So don't you think they're collecting data straight from the phones anyways? I mean, ever since September 11th, our government has the phone to our government has the ability to turn our fucking phones on and listen to whatever they want explicitly. Um, Anyways, but there are a lot of lingering questions about how the ban would work in practice because there's no precedent for the US government blocking a major social media platform, and how exactly the government would enforce remains unclear. In its opinion, the Supreme Court acknowledged that for 170 million American, TikTok offers a distinctive, expansive outlet of expression. Well, that's debatable. Means of engagement and source of community. Ooh, what kind of community? But the court said Congress was focused on national security concerns, and that the court said was deciding factor. Congress was focused on national security concerns, and that, the court said, was a deciding factor on how it weighed on the case. Congress has determined that, how do you say that? There's the divestiture is necessary. Divestiture is necessary to address its well-supported national security concerns regarding TikTok's data collection practices and relationship with a foreign adversary. In TikTok video responding to the decision, TikTok CEO Shu Chu, great name, suggested the American company will continue its efforts to ensure that the app remains accessible for Americans, potentially now with an assist from President Donald Trump. Well, there you have it. Here's the thing: no real answers. It's still saying that they voted to get rid of it, but they have no idea how they're going to get rid of it. So twist data mining. Oh, absolutely, for sure. I mean, that's what all the cookies are. That's all data mining. That's why you can't look at a news article without having them invade your shit. Zero says, this doesn't affect me, so I don't care. I feel the same way about it. I know there are people that are physically addicted to TikTok, so I feel bad for them, but at the same time, maybe it's time to put down your phone and touch grass. I hear a lot from the kids I'll hear a lot from the kids if they do. I bet. I mean, it's kind of a bummer. Timu's always watching. I believe that. Timu, I wouldn't doubt it with all those little ads and shit. I'm gaslighting Cash. Cash, you want me to see review nonsense? I don't think I want to do that. I don't even want to hear her voice. She said a lot of things. Basically, the one thing I took issue with was her calling me a liar. I'm not a liar. I had something wrong about her. I apologized. I thought she accepted it. If she wants to be a stubborn asshole and play high and mighty and all that other fun shit, she can go ahead. I don't really care. No love lost. I opened Pandora's door with that question about TikTok. Yeah, Timmy said something about, you really opened Pandora's door, in my opinion. I still owe Columbia House $1.5 million. Columbia House, was that the old CD? Like ordered like 20 CDs? Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I know some of you in here use TikTok. I'm not gonna say any names, but what did October say? Talk about parenting. Those TikTok parents live on TikTok making videos and forget they have their family or exploit their kids. It's so stupid. Well, I mean, you'll find that on Facebook. You'll find that on here, I heard, again, I don't know that woman's name, but the one that was reviewing or talking about the Sebastian Rogers case while talking to a fucking cantaloupe with a face drawn on it with a Sharpie marker. I heard that she has a son or daughter that has I don't know, something's up with them, but I guess she the way it was put to me, like she has an autistic son that she purposely gets riled up and then videotapes for content. I mean, what's more disturbing than that? So I won't even click on the woman's channel. It might be a good idea if the UK banned it. I wouldn't fall down so many TikTok holes. I have friends of mine that I communicate with every day, and they see shit on TikTok and they try to send it to me, and I have to tell them each time, I don't have TikTok. So soon, if I try to click on your link, they're trying to make me join TikTok to even see your 10-second video. So it's not, I can't see it. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? She's nuts. I'm guessing you're talking about I try not to talk about nonsense because, and she knows it. I said it before. I've been holding out hope, and I know she's not as bad as the other ones, but if she's gonna have a 9-minute live stream and just bash me and call me a liar, which I'm not gonna have it. Wilson the Melon. Oh yeah, Cash, you saw that yesterday too. That shit is fucking weird, bro. I don't get it. Pookie says I let the kids have online time, but they get a lot of time offline. That's good. I mean, there's a balance. I'm so happy that I didn't have that shit when I was a kid. I mean, I climbed trees. I went out on limbs. Oh, that's her name. Thank you so much, Just Irish. Julie Skolnick. Wackadoo. Breaking news, Lindsay wants you to teabag her. I think I'm going to take a pass. There's a lot of Lindsays too. I don't know which one's which. Ironically enough, you said teabag and I thought of Morbid again, so maybe he would do that. Manny says, October Skies, my grandson loves being on his iPad, but he also loves doing things outdoors. We go to the creek and crawdad hunt. Oh, that's awesome. So cool. Oh, I didn't look. Thank you, LN, for the Cash App. That's very generous of you. We play you something. Sorry, I wasn't looking. I actually got two Cash Apps, LN and PZ. PZ. I think that's a fake name, but I'm not going to say it just in case. Thank you for your generosity. It's very much appreciated.
Thank you.
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 know those little videos don't look like much to you, but they're such a pain in the ass to make. So I hope you enjoy them. Whisper respects nonsense. That's good. I just say I don't. I mean, look, if somebody calls you a liar and you're not lying, then I mean, it's easy to lose respect for someone. Um, is she the worst? Absolutely not. Is she anything like QB or Wispy or any of them? Absolutely not. I mean, she's not on that level. I mean, listen, in a lot of ways, I'm offended because I had some respect for her, if that makes any sense. Like, I understand where she's coming from. People are putting her friends in the middle of a bad decision as she perceives it that I made. So I fully understand what she's saying. But what we're not going to do is have her sit over there and call me a liar because I go out of my way to tell you the truth is I know it always. So I mean it's personal when someone calls you a liar. Is it as bad as saying that I'm stalking someone's children or all that other weird shit that Queen Bee's saying? Absolutely not. It's not even the same thing. And I realize I have a resting bitch voice. Like I sound like I'm not trying to approach that situation with the same energy that I'm approaching the Hive. And if it's coming across that way, then let me just clear that up because that's not what it is. It's just like, come on, lady. Like I don't lie about you. I simply the one time I got something wrong about her, and again, we were like having a little tit for tat. And when I was corrected, I apologized in public on a panel, and it seemed as though she accepted the apology. So like we're sort of at an impasse. I know where she's coming from. Her friends are getting dragged into the middle of some bullshit, and that's fucked up. And I get it, but I'm not a liar. Like I'm a lot of things. Call me an asshole, call me whatever, but a liar is not one of the things that I am. Um, it's that simple. October Sky says they say food is way more important. Wait, they say food is the way to a man's heart. It is teabagging though. I don't know burgers. I think burgers are the way to my heart. I love them burgers and meatloaf too. I made a big old meatloaf the other day. Dave. Yes, for those of you that don't know, my name is Dave. Since I've been completely doxxed to shit, I guess there's no sense in even making a secret about it. But yeah, teabagging is the way to a man's heart. Maybe if you're white trash breakdown radio. I'm glad I grew up riding bikes, climbing trees, and playing bulldog. Oh yeah, we used to. Well, it's probably not politically correct to say this, but we used to play a game called Release to Belgium. Do you remember that game? Release to Belgium, Release to Belgium. Basically, it's like hide and go seek for fucking high school boys, and it was insane. Basically, what it was is we set up like somebody's driveway would be like the okay, it's just going to sound more bizarre as I tell the story, but the game is you basically have a jail, which would be the perimeter of somebody's driveway, and we play in the woods, and we get sticks and make like a 20-foot by 20-foot square, and one team would wait in the square, the other team would go out to the woods and hide, and then after X amount of minutes, then the team would go out and search for you. Um, in order to get caught, you just had to be touched. Of course, that caused that, and it ended up being wrestling matches in the fucking woods with each other. But once you get touched and you get caught, you get taken back to the jail, and once all your teammates are caught, then you switch sides. What made it more exciting and more fun is that if you weren't caught and you were able to run through that jail cell, like run through the capture square, then once you step one foot in there, then your whole team can then run again. So I mean, it's pretty basic and pretty silly, but it would occupy. I mean, we'd start at 8 in the morning and we'd be out there until the sun went down. I mean, there would be times that we had to pack lunches, honestly, and it was just a lot of fun, so much fun. And I'm sure Immaculate, if they're still in here, they probably played that game. I don't know if it's specific to Pittsburgh or the Midwest or what. October says, "Fuck Timo. I got gear for my koi pond and an indoor garden plus so much cool, useless, glowing and strange things I never knew I needed." Well, I bought my canoe paddle on Temu, and it's one of the best ones I have. It's like imitation carbon fiber. It's really just plastic, but it has like a carbon fiber print on it. You know what I mean? They put it in a mold to make it look like it's carbon fiber. But that thing is, I've had it for 3 years, and all the other ones kind of wear out after a couple of years. And it cost $7. Where if you go to the outdoor sports store, you're gonna spend $65 for the same quality of thing. So um, you just have to trade your soul to China for it. That's all. Never played that game. Chroma Clips and Dips says you are a star. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I am happy to reach 3,000, which reminds me, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do yourself a favor and do that. I'm sitting at 3,011 right now, so I'm not comfortable enough. I might get canceled tonight, so I'm not going to celebrate 3,000 until I get to 3,050. I think that makes sense. Because let's face it, I've made fun of other people that celebrated 3,000 and then they ended up at 2,800 a week later, and that's just funny. I don't want to embarrass myself. I embarrassed myself enough already when I was drunk on this app a year ago. I don't want to do that now. I'm the star of your video. Oh, great. Great. Should we go look? Let's look. This should be fun. I'm the star of a lot of clip channels, so. What is your name again? Chroma Clips and Dips. Let's see if I can find you. There's no way. Oh, you're saying I beg for money. And you made this channel just for me, and your avatar is someone doing cocaine. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my God, excuse me for that. No, dear, I don't do cocaine. Sorry. What the fuck? Nice try though. Um, it was nice having you here. You can go fuck your mother. Miss True Crime. Hey, good for you for having insight though. That's probably the same person that emailed me that told me that they were going to kidnap my sister. Sick fucks. Great fun those days. I know. How nice would it be like a kid again? Unfortunately, I don't think you'd be able to take the knowledge with you. Because if I knew then what I know now, I'd probably be president. Let's see here. Sin N, thank you so much. But Lindsay really wants you to teabag her. All right, well, I think she's out of luck. Unfortunately. Cheeseburger.
Thank you kindly for the cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburger. All right. Well, I'm getting me. I never emailed you. No. I was talking about the person that just made a clip of me during this live when I went to the bathroom. They were implying that I went to the bathroom to do cocaine, which I don't. I don't do narcotics. Thank goodness. My problem was alcohol, and I got a handle on that. So, Immaculate Deception finds me very intriguing. That's good. I can be polarizing. I could be your best friend, or I could be the boogeyman. Depends on the quality of your character. Cash says a kid fell through a building roof while we played. He was in the hospital for 6 months. We never thought about health and safety. Yeah, we used to do this thing called parachuting, which you go to the woods and find like tall, skinny trees and climb to the top of them and hold onto the branch and just bend that shit all the way down to the ground. We gave no shits about our. Of course, we were made of rubber. 15, 16 years old. You could take a fall. Knock, knock. Hey, Mrs. Friend's mom. Here's your bloodied gauge. That's exactly it, Just Irish. Just Irish. Go outside and not come home till the streetlights come on. All right. Well, I'm getting some messages from my mods. I've been on for 3 hours, so I should bounce on out of here. Oh no, Sinan. I know you're just kidding. Of course. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. I wasn't talking about you. No, someone just clipped already from this live stream. That's cool. I mean, I'm making jobs. I'm making people money. Let them have it. Oh, I stay on Top Chat by accident everywhere I go. Cash used to play on the school's roof at night. See, Cash gets high. They can have my sister. She's awful. That's terrible, Orion. Alrighty then. So I'm going to call it quits. I did make a new outro song or outro video with a whole new song for you guys. Each time that I played my intro song, I felt lazy. So quick rundown here. Lisa, new member. Headstones became a member. I thought you were already. Maybe you renewed. Sarah Lynn, thank you so much for the $10. A1, proud to be a lemon. Amen. Thank you very much. Grandma Sherry has been a member for 2 months. Thanks for being with me, Grandma Sherry. I appreciate you. Grandma Sherry also doesn't like that, my technique in exposing QB. I respect that. I think I learned a lesson there. But don't you worry. On January 23rd, this upcoming case have nobody in her family involved. Just her violent, threatening ass. And it'll be a lot more fun. And hopefully people won't whine like little bitches about that. Beautiful Disaster is a new member. Evil Queen Yaya. Immaculate, thank you again for that $20 and Sinan for the $2. I'm not sure if you're going to love this outro. Let me know in the comments after the video. If you like it or hate it, I can always make another one. Let's say, if you are watching this on replay, thank you so much. You're a champion. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so and consider becoming a member. At least subscribe. Let's get this shit to 5,000 subscribers. I never intended on being at 3,000, so it's pretty wild. It's a pretty wild experience. And not too shabby as much shit as they want to talk. I mean, my first live was in October, so just a couple of months. Sky's the limit. Once I get more comfortable with presenting videos and like I said, I'm going to review the Idaho 4K trial. I hope to do that once it starts happening, and that Maya case as well that Marlena sent to me. So yeah, go team. Just check one more time in the chat to make sure I didn't miss nothing. Nanny Sharon, thanks for being here. Be kind, be safe, take care of each other. Don't take any shit. You see something, slay something. I see your comments. Sometimes all those lemons, sometimes the YouTube will just block it right away. Going into TC, going to true crime. I'm not going to cover any active investigations or cases like that because it gets too crazy. People start accusing the garbage man and the babysitter and start picking apart like when people met each other. You know what I mean? I don't want to do anything with that. But trials, I think I could do that. And I know I can do it way better than the Hive, and she gets a shit ton of people over there. So we can do it with class. Support the classy and denounce the trashy is what I say. Audio, stay sour. Yeah, for real, guys, take care of each other. If you see something, slay something. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Here's my new outro. The lyrics are pretty interesting. It's a free use song. It's one of those NEFXX or whatever songs. but it's one of the ones I found tolerable. I think the lyrics are pretty fitting. Take care, everyone. Till we meet again. I'll be back in a couple days. Sinner.
You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So put your hands up to the sky and live your best life, alright. Don't just let it go by, just try, oh my. Got only one life, got only this time. We gonna get it right. You gotta let go of those who don't belong in your tribe. So cut the bad out of your life. Yeah, do it one time. You gotta work till you're winning. Yeah, take control of the system. When you invest, it's addicting. No time to rest, let's go get it. Not gonna stop till I'm finished. Not gonna drop to my limits. Deep in my chest, I'm inhaling. Believe in testing and failing. You gotta flip everything in your mind. Take the limiting thoughts and turn them into your why. Prove to yourself you're worth it. You deserve it. Push past all the hurt and find your purpose. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go. Take control. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, give it all your best. Yo, never gonna stop, no way, no. Yelling out, hey, yo, headed to the top on our way, yo. You gotta make change, yeah, there's gonna be a little pain, but nothing's worse than staying the same. So light that flame, put the work in, go claim everything you want in this place. It's time to go fast, know that energy is all cash. You could get it all if you never give up, no slack. Headed to the top is a mystery, your own path. Never gonna stop, no, you got this, never go back. I know it gets hard, you gotta love it. You gotta recharge with what you want and think of your dreams. Get that energy to go and get everything. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go. Take control. Get out of your head, make a better